Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders played an ugly Thursday night football game last night. Vegas would score the first touchdown of the game, but Denver would go on to score 10 unanswered points to win by a final score of 10-7. The Broncos are now 8-2 on the season. Ohio State men's hoops is back again tonight for game number 2 of their season. They'll host Purdue Fort Wayne over at The Shot. You can catch coverage of that game right here on The Fan starting at 5:30 with the Fan warm-up show. And, of course, the Ohio State football team travels to Purdue tomorrow to take on the Boilermakers for a 1 o'clock kickoff in West Lafayette right here on The Fan as well. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Awaken 180 wants to thank Columbus by offering $500 off every new program now through Thanksgiving. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Stop this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X-fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Football Friday. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis.
Good morning, T-Bone.
Tyvis has 2 words for you.
Oh, yeah, I can't. Can I say that?
No. Tyvis is wearing his Degeneration X T-shirt.
I can say that. Degeneration! You know how many kids got in trouble for this in school?
Do you know that my entire high school, all we did through my entirety of high school at the Christian school I went to was just walk around the school as soon as the teacher was like, better get to class, and be like, okay, Mrs. So-and-so. And as soon as they turn around, it's just like just constant. Like, just crotch chopping all the time.
You know what's funny?
All crotch chops all the time.
Well, I wasn't cross chopping for this story that I'm going to tell, but when I was in college, right?
Yeah.
This is just how immature.
Dylan, what is going on over there? Dylan, are we all right? What's happening? The music's up. I got a guy talking to my ear. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right. Beautiful. I should have known you were working on something. That's right.
When I was in college, right, me and Cardell was obviously roommates.
Yeah.
So I would find out what class he was in, or he would find out what class I'm in. And we talking like the big lecture halls. One of us was standing in the doorway while the teachers like looking at us because they probably like, what the heck are they doing? And we'd be sitting there like, hey, get him.
And just hit him up.
And when one of us turn around and acknowledge us, it's a. I know the professors be looking like,
oh yeah,
what's wrong with these two dudes?
That's right. Man, no, that was, dude, when the road dog would come out and break it down for you. Oh my God. I used to have the whole speech memorized. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, T-Generation X proudly presents to you the Tag Team Champions of the World, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. Something that we can't say on the radio. Yeah. And then, dude, when they would come out and the fireworks would just be like,
what a time.
Like going off in an X behind them as they're telling people to blanket.
Everybody loved X-Pac because he jumped with it. It's bang, jump, bang.
So one of the kids across the street growing up, and I think it was when we lived in Pataskala, threw a chop at my mom. Oh, my brother got him good.
Gave a Bronco Buster probably right there. Said that's enough of that.
That's a no-no. You don't throw a chop at anyone's mom's direction.
No, you can't chop mom. No crotch chopping mom. You can't do that.
That's yeah.
A justified ass beating.
The fact that all of us at some point at our various ages were watching that and all knew the speech. We knew all the beats to it. That's what I think people don't understand about pro wrestling is just how You go to like an Eagles game and they do the EAGLES like chant, right? Or every sports fan base has their things, right? OH, IO, we all have that. Mm-hmm. That's what wrestling fans have with stuff like DX or name, The Rock, any of the stuff he used to say.
Yeah.
Like that's just stuff that we had that you could go anywhere and throw it out. And if someone else acknowledged it, you're like, hey, one of us. Like you knew that you had some common ground.
I don't know if it's even like that. When the last time you tuned in? Then you watch WrestleMania.
I haven't watched it in a few years.
Fairly regularly.
Is he still good? Is John Cena still fighting?
He's on his retirement tour, so he'll be done in about a month.
Yeah, what's the last pay-per-view for him? Or is it a pay-per-view that he's going out on?
I'm not even sure. I just know that it's next month. And
is it the Dubai WrestleMania?
No, it's not. But people are mad that it's not in Boston, which is his hometown. I think they're doing it in like New York.
Which, again, this is why, like, John Cena now is the actor, the star of stage and screen, who also happens to wrestle. But when he first started out, and he was the, like, yeah, boy, like, he was
rapper.
He had, like, the rap, like,
word life, basic thugonomics.
That's right.
Exactly. Like, that stuff, that for me is, like, that's the John Cena that I like to remember. Just how corny and cheeseball that was. It's funny. It's enjoyable. But, yeah, it's the shared experience of wrestling. That's the fun that I love about it.
I got to tell you this. Yesterday, remember somebody in the chat was telling me that the Barrio Burrito Bar was opening.
Yeah.
So I told my wife, I was like, yeah, somebody in the chat was saying that burrito place about to open. She was like, oh, well, then if that's the case, we got to go. That's for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went to Cardale's house. Cardale needed some help with something in his garage, so I went to his house.
Cleaning out his car from all your burrito remnants?
No.
Okay.
But I was at his house helping him out, and I was like, yeah, this, because he lived down the street from me. So I'm like, yeah, the burrito place right up the street just opened. And me and Laura go there with the kids for dinner tonight. He's like, I showed him what it looked like. He's like, oh, yeah, that looked pretty good. So thinking nothing of it, I left. I went home, got my wife and kids, and we went to the place. And it was, first of all, it was delicious. Now, you know how I feel about Chipotle.
Yeah.
This might be better than Chipotle.
What's this place called again?
No, it might be better than Chipotle.
Because now I got to go.
It's called Barrio Burrito Bar. Yeah.
All right, I'm looking it up now.
Well, it's in Polaris?
No, this was in Lewis Center.
Okay.
I think it might be another one somewhere too. But anyways, I had got the spicy chicken with the bang bang shrimp. So I mixed
is this what they're doing?
Yeah, this was delicious.
I didn't understand. This is like
this
is Asian fusion in a burrito? Is that what we're doing here?
I don't know what Asian fusion is. It's just like Chipotle. You go down the line, you can get a bowl, you can get a taco bowl, quesadilla.
Well, I'm just saying, I didn't know bang bang shrimp was like, is that, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what bang bang shrimp is?
No,
you ain't never went to an Asian restaurant?
That's what I'm saying is I thought it was more of like an Asian dish, and it's in a burrito, which is typically Tex-Mex. So that's what we call fusion, where you're fusing two different cultures, foods, and putting them together. I love this.
Sure. But anyways, so I sit down and I'm eating this delicious bowl, right?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, I see this big black truck pull up.
Oh, yeah.
And this Cardale and his daughter and his girl. So we sit there and I'm like, I must have really made it sound good to you. He was like, I walked in and he showed his girl the food, and she was like, yeah, that sounds really good. Let's go. So we all sat there together and ate a meal. And it's funny because one of the guys, like the owners of the restaurant, I knew him. He remembered me from when I was in college, and I used to go to this Subway bar where me and Cardale stayed. And he was like, yeah, you don't even remember me. I blah, 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 blah. And it was like, oh, it was good. But the food was delicious. I encourage everybody to go try it.
I got to check it out. I'm looking at it now.
It might be better than Chipotle.
After all that, they better buy an ad.
Well, no kidding, right? Yeah,
They better buy an ad.
One, I like the fact that you and Cardale still hang out after all these years, which that still must blow people's minds when they're sitting at a restaurant and they're just minding their own business and they're like, honey, if I didn't know any better, I swear, like, Cardale Jones and Tyvis Powell are both in this restaurant right now. And then, like, they're calling their person and be like, can you believe that this is happening? Like, there's still probably people that freak out when they see that. But for you guys, it's just great that you keep the relationship up. That's awesome. Now, as far as the food goes, there was a thing that Mike and I used to have, Common Man. We used to talk all the time about a place we wanted to create a restaurant, never did it, called China Chonga, which the idea was you take burritos like chimichanga where you fry it and all that.
Yeah.
But instead of like the Mexican, Tex-Mex type food that you would put into a burrito,
It's Chinese.
It's all Chinese food.
General Tso's chicken.
But rice is involved.
Yes.
And then so you could get like the orders that you would
I feel
get.
like you could get away with that.
Yeah, so what we were thinking was calling it China Chonga, and you get Chinese food in a burrito, deep fried, and you can get sauces over it. And we never did this, obviously. We also had
You still can.
This is some homemade. You got to try it at home
Well,
first.
that's fair, and we never did. But the other thought we had was a restaurant called Wang, which was just chicken wings, and that's it.
That's called Wingstop.
No, Wang. No. Because Wingstop has other things. The only thing we would have are chicken wings. That's it.
What else does Wingstop have?
Chicken sandwiches.
They do.
They have tenders. They have. I'm saying we would be like Cane's, where it's like, do you want anything other than chicken tenders? Sorry, that's the only thing we do. We would do that, but with wings. But we'd call it Wang. So you come in and get Wang. And by the way, the sauce content would be the focus. It would be 100 sauces.
Well, I mean that's so you just rip it off.
I'd put chocolate sauce out there if you wanted. I'm not saying it'd be good, but we'd throw everything you could get.
Technically, you're just doing Cane's, but with wings.
Yeah, that's how life works. It's just like, hey, that thing, we're going to do that, but over here slightly differently.
Yeah, nothing's original.
Yeah. That's like when the Browns look at football. They're like, you see what the good football teams look like? We're going to do that over here, but it's going to be awful for 30 years. That's what we're going to do.
We'll get to it later, but they heart and soul is left to build it.
By the way, speaking of chicken places, you guys know, and I think we all are, huge fans of Popeyes.
Yes.
I've had the wings at Popeyes, chicken sandwich.
What you think
breast,
of
thighs.
Did you get the sweet and spicy wings?
Yes, they're delicious. My daughter the other day wanted the tenders.
Uh-huh.
Never had the tenders before. I was like, it's Popeyes. The tenders have to be good. I don't know. No, not for me. It's a no for me, dog.
I've never had them, so I couldn't. If I'm going to Popeyes, I'm getting the sweet and spicy wings.
The tenders are not. They're the worst item on the menu.
Impossible.
That's disheartening because the number one thing I get when I go there are the tenders.
That's wrong.
You
You should be getting the chicken sandwich.
Did you get the plain or the spicy?
Well, it's for my 6-year-old, so I wasn't going to get spicy.
Okay.
So
well,
you get the tenders.
I get the spicy tenders. I get a 5-piece with the fries and the biscuit, and then I get the blackened ranch to dip it in. And it's, in my mind, it's as good as anything I've ever had. It's one of my favorite meals.
Okay, I will get the spicy next time, and maybe I will withdraw what I just said.
You got a bad batch.
No. What I'm saying is this may unlock Popeyes in a new way for me because I get that almost exclusively.
You don't get anything else?
No, I don't go very often, but when I do, that's what I want to have.
Never got the sweet and spicy wings.
I've had those. They're good. I've had their chicken sandwich. They're good.
They're not good. They are delicious.
Okay, I have to retry those. Anyway, the point is, if you're saying that that's the worst thing on their menu, then my God, it's unlocking so many other things for them that must be awesome because I love their tenders. All right, we'll actually talk some sports next. I'm not talking Thursday Night Football because that game was absolute garbage.
My God.
Absolute garbage.
Pretty bad.
In protest. You can go watch the highlights and just decide for yourself if you want us to talk about it.
There's only like 15 seconds worth of highlights.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But what we are going to talk about is one of the most overrated coaches in football says he's ready to get back to the sidelines. We'll talk about him next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now on your Friday, no problems to report on your major Central Ohio roadways. Busy traffic on 71 into downtown and on 33 on the southeast side. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off. Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. And Meijer is making it easier than ever to share more good. During the week of Thanksgiving, November 23rd through the 29th, when you buy Meijer brand Fredericks by Meijer, Purple Cow, or True Goodness Foods, our Simply Give program will provide a meal to help feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. It's the simple way to put the giving and Thanksgiving together. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details. One meal equals 25 cents based on an average meal cost from select Meijer food pantry partners. Learn more at Meijer.com/aboutmeijer/community.html.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org to buy your tickets. That's A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mainly dry start for us, but as we head into the later part of the morning, rain will be developing into the afternoon. We will see temperatures top out in the low 60s, and winds will be gusty out of the southwest. It does look like the rain should taper off by Friday Night Football, though we could see a straight shower or storm. Make sure you have ways to stay alert. And overnight lows tonight dropping into the upper 30s to low 40s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Are you working? Because we barely are. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football and quiet quitting. The Fan. Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
As a former pro athlete, confidence has always been key for me, on and off the field. That's why I chose Cap for my NeoGraft treatment. They've got a great reputation, and after doing my research, I knew that I could trust the team right here in town. The staff was professional. They answered every question and made the whole process smooth and stress-free. This just wasn't about hair. This was about investing in myself. The results are natural. It fits into my busy schedule, and I already feel more confident. Guys don't talk about this enough, but we should. Cap's made it easy, judgment-free, and honestly, one of the best decisions I've made in my life. Visit Caps today at experiencecaps.com.
By the way, we have a big show today. It's Football Friday, of course. Tomorrow, Buckeyes, Purdue, 1 p.m. Don't forget, weird kick time tomorrow for whatever reason. Is that your BTN brethren's doing? Putting it on at 1 p.m.? Is it on BTN?
I think so.
I think it is.
That's right. I'm saying it's because it's on BTN. It's weird.
I'm gonna be at Iowa, so I know.
I know. You're gonna be watching Iowa and.
No, I ain't watching nothing because the
but
game is at 3:30 and my flight is at 3:41. I was gonna watch it if it was at.
Whose fault is that? That's your fault.
When I scheduled, I just assumed it'd be a noon game.
Well, you were wrong. Anyway, so we're going to talk obviously some Buckeyes and Purdue. We have our best bets coming up at 7 a.m. 7:17. We will talk Jackets with Dylan Tyre. Is Dylan coming in today?
He
Dylan?
is. Yes.
Our Dylan and Jackets Dylan together again. But yeah, Dylan Tyre will join us. It's 7:17. Then Meredith Garfalo, 10 TV meteorologist, will come in with our Football Friday forecast. So we'll talk to her. And at 8 o'clock, we have a very, very special edition. We usually only do this once a week, but this week it's a special edition of our food segment. Here's the thing. It's not maybe this time.
That's not fair.
No, it's not maybe this time. I'm going to tell you, I paid $20 for this thing. Can't guess. Done. I found it yesterday, limited edition, the Taco Bell Baja Blast Pie.
Why would you think that is appealing?
It's not appealing.
Why are we about to eat this?
Hang on. I get Baja Blasted as much as anyone. Okay, I love Baja Blast.
I
have to try this for the sake of Baja Blast. Like, I love Baja Blast. I will do anything for Baja Blast. So my thing with Baja
Blast is like when you go to Taco Bell and you get a Baja Blast. First of all, I'm sure you get the freeze.
I get the zero. I don't get the freeze.
You don't get the slushy version?
No, I get the zero and I drink that. I get a drink. I don't want to eat something else.
I've never heard of this.
What do you mean? You have never heard of people getting the drink called Baja Blast? That's the drink.
I always thought it was just the slushy version.
No, they have pop. It's a pop.
I've never had it in a pop.
You can get it at the grocery store. They have cans of it.
I'm cool. I'm gonna stick to my Milo's lemonade.
That's fine.
I'm committed.
Well, anyway,
I'm addicted and committed.
They have made a flavor. They've made this. It's like a custardy pie. That is now it's frozen.
That doesn't even sound appealing.
I looked at
I don't even like pie. I don't even like pie.
Me neither.
Well, too bad. We're all trying it. We're all in this together.
No,
get in, losers.
You know why? Because when you ask me how much it costs, I'm gonna say $20.
No, I'm not asking. There's no question asked. Now, what I was hoping for, I thought Taco Bell would have given you Burger King. If you get the little Hershey pie that they have there,
I would have tried that.
Well, it's good. It's very good. But it comes in an individual pie slice. It's pre-made. You unwrap that, and it's fine. This, they only sold as a pie. And I talked to the guy at Taco Bell. He told me every store only gets 12 of them.
Every Taco Bell
got 12 of them. When they're gone, they're gone. And the employees have been told they are not allowed to buy one from their store. They can go to another Taco Bell, like a customer, and if they have one, they can buy it there. But on their shift, because they didn't want them all to sell out.
I'm pretty sure they won't have that problem.
Oh, they try. Are you kidding? I talked to this guy.
I'm pretty sure that all Taco Bells
Tyvis.
are loaded because this is not appealing.
I had to call 3 Taco Bells to find one.
That's sad that you would do something like that just to see somebody eat this on the air.
No. I wanted to try it, but I figured since I'm going to try it, we're all going to try it together.
Why?
Because it's it's Baja Blast. I will do anything for Baja Blast. Yeah, and now it's a pie. So I'm going to try it.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. When Tyvis asked me if I was going to try it, I told him that I live my life by this this great man from the Jerry Springer Show had this great quote.
Yeah, he's out
Try anything once.
See that?
I'll try anything once, guys.
He's out of his mind.
I love that guy, by the way. Good for him. That guy, if you don't know that story, he finds out that the girl he's been messaging with is actually a dude. And the whole place is like, oh, what are you going to do now? And he looks at her and is like, play the clip. What does he say? He says, I'll try anything once. And then he just gives her a big kiss, and the crowd lost its mind. It was one of the greatest moments in television history. We don't talk about it enough.
Jerry.
I thought he was going to fight this girl / dude.
Everyone thought that.
I thought he was going to pull out the blicky.
Right.
No.
The blick.
No. He said, I'll try anything once.
He loved her.
Good for that guy.
You like what you like.
That's love, baby.
Yeah,
that's
you like
great.
what you like.
That's the world we should live in.
Let him live.
Now, a guy who is, I think, completely overrated as a coach. But I know I get pushback on this show about that, so we can discuss. But Pat Fitzgerald, He, of course, was in charge at Northwestern for 17 years. He ended his tenure there in disgrace because there was a hazing issue where players were doing all kinds of horrible things to other players. Big hazing controversy. He got fired over it. He then sued the university and said, well, I didn't know anything about it. University then did an independent investigation and found, all right, technically,
he didn't know anything
about it. Now, that then led to a lawsuit where they settled it this summer. So he's out and clear of that. He said yesterday on the College Game Day podcast that he feels completely vindicated. This is the first time he's spoken publicly since July of 2023 when he was fired. He said, I feel vindicated. It's been great working through this process. He said now he is open to being back. He wants to be back on the sideline. He's been studying coaching for 2 years, going to NFL teams, going to college programs. Says he felt he got a PhD in coaching, so he wants to get back on the sidelines. Good for him. There are about 1 billion jobs open right now that could use a guy who formerly coached for 17 years in the Big Ten. I'm quite sure his name is coming up in a lot of places.
You think?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
And I'm talking like the LSU's, Penn State's. You think his name?
No. I don't know if it's at that level.
To make sure.
I don't know if it's at that level.
Arkansas.
But for sure.
Okay.
Would be consider it. Wouldn't they consider it when they call a guy like him? I mean, I'll tell you the perfect place for him, although these people just yesterday said they're not interested because they just re-signed up Luke Fickell. They said, yeah, Luke's going to be back next year at Wisconsin.
Good for him. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. But my point is, if you got rid of Luke Fickell and hired Pat Fitzgerald, like, don't get me wrong, I don't think Pat Fitzgerald is like a terrible coach. I think he's a good coach. But I think some people treated him as if he is the greatest coach in college football because he got Northwestern to do things they'd never done before. And I just think I think his ceiling is like a good Kirk Ferentz. Like, that's what I think his ceiling would be. That's a guy who has the most wins in the Big Ten, by the way, Kirk Ferentz. You know, but it took him a long time to get there. I think Pat Fitzgerald could be like that at the high end. But I just don't think he's ever going to get to the level of like an Urban or some of these guys, you know, Nick Saban. He's not at that level. But sometimes he gets talked about like that.
What do you think of PJ Fleck? Is he like a Kirk Ferentz?
I think PJ Fleck's ceiling is higher.
You think so?
Yeah.
So if he went to like Penn State, you think he could like?
I think he could.
You think he could win a national championship?
He could be at least James Franklin. No, I think with the resources.
Well, that being like that.
No, but I'm saying, like, I think he could get to that point and above. But what do you feel about Pat Fitzgerald? Would you hire him? Like, I don't know. UCLA needs a head coach. Maybe that's a fit.
I feel like that would be fine because I think that, one, Pat Fitzgerald was about toughness. You know, I think when you play some of them Northwestern's team, he brought that toughness edge there, and he was competitive. Now, my only thing is he was doing well when it was East and West, and he was on the weak West. So, like, it's always kind of skewed a little bit. Because it's not like it's not like you got to beat Iowa's 10-2, and then and then it's like, and then right now, honestly, yeah, he could go to UCLA, and I think that'll be fine.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
the places
like
where they've won nothing recently, that it's like, hey, would you like to be a fringe playoff team every few years?
He's one of those guys that he will go in and make a solid foundation. Like, you'll know the type of team that you're playing. He'll recruit some decent players. He won't get the best, but he'll get some decent players. And every now and again, UCLA will be like in the running for maybe one of those 12 spots. But they'll be like a Utah to me.
Okay, but still, I mean, that's
like Utah.
If you asked UCLA, would you like to be Utah from the last 10 years? They take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of programs that would. I agree with you that LSU, Florida, Penn State, Auburn, they have much higher expectations. But no, a place like that for sure. Or it could be one of those jobs where someone leaves a job to go take an LSU gig, or you know what I mean? And then they go out and say, well, Pat Fitzgerald's right there. But if you're looking for a coach that can get started right away, that's him. So I have another thought on Pat Fitzgerald, and I'll tell you the biggest reason why I think he is overrated. Plus, Ryan Day said all of college football. He said some stuff yesterday that said everybody in college football worried. We'll tell you what it is in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. No crashes that we're watching right now. Starting to watch things pick up on I-70 over on the west side and on 33 on the southeast side. But again, we are problem-free right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Fan traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Get a holiday loan from BMI Federal Credit Union and choose a loan amount from $1,000 to $5,000. BMIFCU.org/holiday loan.
Did someone say jackpot? The Ohio Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot has soared to at least $843 million. That's $843 million. The next drawing is tonight, so don't wait. Play Mega Millions today. And remember, it's never too early for holiday scratch-offs from the Ohio Lottery, because with lots of ways to win, 6 great games, and millions in prizes, Ohio Lottery scratch-offs can turn any day into a holiday. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
There was never a doubt. The defending champion with a successful title defense at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday.
Commemorate the magic of the season and the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Tickets are now on sale for the 2026 tournament. When you purchase by November 14th, you will receive a special edition ornament and enjoy best pricing. Visit memorialtickets.com for more details.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Columbus. Good. GLakesHyundai.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And cracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, I have AC/DC tickets to give away. They are coming to the Shoe on July 15th. Tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. Ticketmaster.com for all the info there. The Akadaka tickets, as we learned, they're called in Australia yesterday. We'll give those away sometime before 7 o'clock. So stick around. Have a chance for you to win those coming up. So one more thought on Pat Fitzgerald, then we'll get to this Ryan Day sound that we have. Pat Fitzgerald, do you know how many times he won 10 games at Northwestern? Which I give you 10 games at Northwestern is a crazy
How many seasons was he there?
17.
2.
3.
Dang, I was close.
You were
pretty
close.
good. It's pretty good for Northwestern.
It is pretty good. You want to know a crazy quirk about that 10-win stat? Because like you said, Tyvis, he played mostly, that was back in the East-West days or the, legends and leaders days of the Big Ten.
Oh, man, don't remind us.
Right. But you know a crazy stat about that is all 3 of those 10-win seasons, there was one team he did not play in any of those seasons. Right down the street, baby. Never played the Buckeyes in any of his 10-win seasons. Which that doesn't mean anything. I know that he played him in other years.
He played
them
good. That's not true because he played him in the Big Ten championship.
You're getting him on a technicality.
Okay, but I'm saying in his regular season, regular season of those years where he had 3 of his best years in the regular season, they were never a scheduled opponent. That's what I'm saying. By the way, how'd that Big Ten championship game go? They got the job done.
So they played them in back-to-back years. I remember that. I think 2018 and 2019, I want to say it was.
Sounds about right.
And 18, they wiped the floor. 19, they actually was down, I believe, and came back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did come back in that one.
I think so.
But
one of them years was the Trey Sermon game. Yeah, didn't he have 300 yards?
Yeah,
he broke the record. Eddie George's record.
So one thing that I just want to point out, because Pat Fitzgerald said he's completely vindicated, and I do think he got a settlement out of that whole hazing thing, but it's worth pointing this out. The school said we didn't have any evidence that he knew about it. But the thing that I just wanted to ask you, Tyvis, because I didn't play college football. If there was a massive amount of hazing going on, and I'm asking this honestly, I'm not asking to set this up or anything. If there was a massive amount of some bad thing going on in the program, could you envision a scenario where Urban Meyer would be unaware of it? You know what I mean? No. If the players were doing something to the level that those Northwestern players were alleged to be doing things, where they were, recruits were getting, or freshmen that came in were getting hazed left and right. They all complained about how bad it was. Would it shock you that Urban would say, "Oh yeah, I never heard of that. Didn't know what you're talking about"?
Yeah, it would shock me.
Right. Well, do you think that most coaches in college football would at least be aware of it. Maybe not to the degree, maybe not know everything that was going on.
The way that it looks it's not. It may be not fair, but it is what it is. Is that even if you don't know, it's your program, so you should know.
Right.
What's going on in you're the head coach, therefore it always falls back on you. That's like Jim Trussell not knowing that players was trading their stuff for tattoos.
Right.
He probably didn't know.
Well, that's why they have a penalty for that now, is failure to control your program.
It happened in his program, so therefore he had to jump on the grenade.
Yeah. I'm just saying that that's a thing that I believe with Pat Fitzgerald, that everyone's kind of glossing over. They're like, oh, this man's vindicated. He's great. And it's like, he didn't know there was this horrible thing going on. That again, the accusation was that he knew about it and did nothing. That is different than not knowing, but it also shows lack of institutional control. That's a thing you can get in trouble for in the NCAA if you don't know about this stuff. So in either case, he got his money. He'll be back coaching on a sideline soon. I would preach caution to any program that wants to go get him. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you think he's going to go out there and just instantly turn your program into a national championship contender, I would be surprised if that's the case. I don't think that's where he lives. But maybe he proves us all wrong. We'll never know. Or we may find out soon. So Ryan Day was talking on his radio show yesterday. He talked about the pace of the offense. Conversation that's been coming up nationally, locally, everywhere, right? We've talked about it on this show. Why doesn't this offense at times just put the pedal to the metal and go? Here's Ryan Day. Now, it's about a minute-long answer, but here's him talking about that entire situation.
You know, it's about efficiency, and I think, you know, that's something in the end that's going to be the difference maker, is our fundamentals. You know, tackling, blocking, taking care of the football, executing the plays, you know, making guys miss, like all those things. And so, you know, we certainly, you know, are going to have different things that we can do to attack teams, and we'll continually work on that. But at the end of the day, like, we're really driving efficiency right now, and we're challenging our guys. But it's the same thing for Julian, and you know, he has to continue to do that. But the number one thing is win. Like, that's the other thing. Like, you know, when we first started this thing, week 1 against Texas, it was like, just win the game. And then it was just, you know, win the first road game. And, you know, we have to make sure we're focused on that as well. Every week we have to win the game. That being said, we know we have to prepare ourselves for games like this is a matchup game. And, you know, we know what type of team Penn State is. We know we haven't had the season that they expected to have. But we know the challenge. And these are the games where we all got to play well. And our great players got to play well, and certainly the quarterback does.
I think I grabbed the wrong clip there, honestly. I swear I thought that was from yesterday. Apparently it was from Penn State. The quote I was looking for.
That's a shame, T-Bone. That's really a shame. I'm sitting here locked in like, okay, what's the point that he tried to make?
Well, at the end of this, what I was expecting was there was a part yesterday on the radio show, and I'm sorry I grabbed the wrong clip. What he said was, because he said the same thing. He said, we got to be efficient. We got to do all this stuff. That all is what he said. And then at the end he goes, but we know we can push the gas down whenever we need to. We know we can hit the gas whenever we want. And it's like, yeah, like I think about that if you're the rest of college football, where you've seen this offense, you've seen what it looks like. You saw it a little bit against Penn State. But he's saying, oh, yeah, we know we have another gear. We're just not even there yet. We don't need to. Like you said last week, why would you need to do that? You can win these games without.
Yeah, you don't need to show your full hand. Like, because then it's on. The one thing is if you got something, like, you want to save that something, like that one that. What's wrong?
Do you want the actual sound?
You have it? Yeah. What's the one from yesterday? How long is that one?
22 seconds.
Okay, play that one.
1 minute.
When you're efficient and you're playing like that,
see,
a 3-score game can feel like the hit is way out of reach. Where I feel like maybe in the past it was like, okay, we're just getting started on the game, but that's how you control the game, being able to run the football, and you know, when it's time to turn up the gas, we will. But I like the way we came out in the second half. I thought we were explosive. We came out, we attacked, and the guys executed well.
Yeah, that was the quote I was looking for. He starts off saying the same thing, but here's the point. I saw that in the Penn State game and thought, that second half, when they came out and started doing that, that's the offense that we want to see, right? That's when it's needed. I don't, like you said, Tyvis, we don't need it every week. But it is go time. Sooner than later, you are going to play tougher opponents. Not this week, not next week. But you do need to start showing that you have the capability to push the gas down when you need to and go.
I feel like you got a little panic in you.
What do you mean? I got a little panic in me.
Like, you feel like, are you not entertained on Saturday?
Entertained is fine.
You really want them to just go try to put 100 points up on everybody?
Do you know what the panic is for me? I'll tell you how it's spelled. It's spelled MICHICAN. That's what it is, buddy. I am scared of that game. And then obviously from there on, it gets a lot tougher. So
I still feel
I need to see it. But again, against Penn State, I felt like we did. I feel like in the second half of that game, we saw some of the offense that I want to see.
I feel like that last year was just, I don't know, like it was just a weird year. Like I don't think they will lose this year. I don't. I felt the same way last year, and obviously it's just, I tell you, ever since that Will Howard hit, it just, the game wasn't the same. They was rolling. They was rolling. And that hit happened, it just, things just took a turn.
Yeah.
So bearing that nothing like that happens, I just don't really see it. I don't see it. I think that he's learned the lesson of the trying to run the ball thing. I think that he's going to be like, listen, we got the best duo in college, and Julian Sang is a Heisman winner, right? Well, he ain't a winner, but
front runner. Yeah, he's leading the clubhouse.
We got to stamp this thing. We got to go ahead and let Julian do his thing, and just, because you ain't gonna stop it. Like, even last year, like we wasn't gonna stop the pass. Like, I don't know.
I tend to agree with you that I don't think anyone's gonna stop it. But what I'm saying is, because we were even talking about yesterday. How do you stop this if you're a defense, right? You basically need to have
2 lockdown corners. You need to at least have one
lockdown corner that you can leave on
and shift coverage to the other guy.
Would you put the lockdown corner on Carnell Tate and then double Jeremiah Smith? Like, I feel like
How lockdown is the corner we talking about? Like, he zero Darrell Reeves?
Who are you putting?
And then I'm putting him on Jeremiah Smith.
Oh, and then you're doubling, because you'd have to then double the other guy, right?
Yeah, I play cover 2 on that side.
Okay, sure, whatever. So then
have a guy high-lowing.
All right, so if you have that, then you could still stack the box and try to stop the run.
For sure.
Okay, but that's how many teams in college football have a Darrell Reeves level guy?
You know what's crazy? I don't even know who the top corner is in college right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think there's anyone that's shown that there's just a lockdown corner out there that's going to do that.
Yeah, like usually you would have a name like, oh, this guy from Ohio State or this guy from LSU. Like, I ain't, even on the mock draft side, I don't really see a corner being like a top 10 pick. So, like, that's concerning.
Meatwad in the chat. Good name, by the way. Thanks for that Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference.
Avian Terrell from Clemson. Is he AJ Terrell's brother?
I don't know. He said, Meatwad said, you want to be reassured they can turn it on when they need to. If they never have to, how do you know they can do it when necessary? And that's been my whole point, is it's November. I don't mind you occasionally dropping it into 6th gear and showing me how fast this thing can go. That's all. Like, let's make sure let's just.
I feel like, but
go
I
up
feel
through
like
the revs and
I
like
do
just
feel
do
like that they've given us glimpses. Like,
well, the Penn State second half, I feel like you got that. Yes,
I feel like you see it throughout games. Like, at some certain point in time, they like the Cardell Tate games where he going off like that's.
Right,
we really trying to figure this run game out, but we need by any means, if it gets serious, we could just 7-on-7 this thing,
right? Which is insane to think, right? Where it's like we possibly may have an Ohio State team that could go back to back that might say we don't need to run the football, which is just an insane way to look at it. But
I still don't think that's a great recipe. But if they win it all, they will prove me wrong.
I'm with you. I would like to see the run game be better, but I also know at some point you are what you are. And if you've recruited all these wide receivers, this great quarterback, at some point you got to just open that up. Big trouble for a former NFL player. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. No crashes to tell you about right now. Watching things pick up on 161 in New Albany and on 315 near Campus. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan traffic.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. Like the best-selling Toyota Camry. Now through December 1st, get 4.75 APR financing on remaining new 25 Camrys. Or lease a new 26 Camry LE for $269 a month for 39 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
The Ohio State University Army ROTC isn't just a curriculum. It's more than just a path to a degree. For more than 150 years, we have been forging tomorrow's leaders. Here you will find your purpose, your mission, your ROTC family. At Ohio State, you're not just joining Army ROTC, you're stepping into a history of excellence that spans generations. Learn more at arotc.osu.edu. Buckeyes lead the way.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no! Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it! I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Still have AC/DC tickets to give away sometime before 7 o'clock. I wonder when that could happen. Stay tuned. So, big trouble for a former NFL player, Antonio Brown, arrested in Dubai, extradited to the U.S. on attempted murder charges stemming from a shooting after a celebrity boxing event in Miami. Police confirmed all this yesterday. The Miami police spokesperson, Mike Vega, said Brown was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. He was flown to New Jersey for some reason, Essex County, New Jersey, where he's being held pending extradition to Miami. No word on why that is. I don't know the rules on why. I don't know why they didn't just fly him to Miami, but whatever. This is pretty shocking thing that happened, obviously, from a few months ago when this whole thing went down,
They
right?
had the video out and all that where he upped the blick.
Well, it was shown that he was like running. There was people saw it. The video shows him allegedly, someone who was alleged to be him.
He was in a fight or getting jumped, and the video cuts away to somebody else, and then you hear rat-tat-tat, and everybody scattered.
And
then somebody say Antonio Brown or something like that.
Yeah, it's alleged that it's him, but obviously that's what the legal process is for, is to figure that out. But they have arrested him. It's weird because he had been posting pretty frequently that he was in Dubai and that he was hanging out and doing all this stuff. Like he wasn't shy about it.
They came and got him.
Yeah, I find that, I mean, you're telling on yourself. Why? I don't know that maybe they would have found him anyway, but
They came all the way over there and said, come on. You know how scary that got to be? You out there just kicking it, having a good time. You see the U.S. come out there and say, Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
I would have been like, no, he up the street.
I think they would have known who it was.
Tyvis foul? Oh, no, he around the corner.
They usually get a picture. They usually know who they're dealing with, especially when it's a famous former NFL player. But yeah, he's been on all sorts of craziness over, even when he was still playing, right? Obviously, he left the field famously, where he was frustrated with his role with the Bucks and
took everything off.
Yeah, took everything but his pants off and walked off the field in New York against the Jets, if I recall correctly. He had the accusations that he had like a woman who came over to his house to paint like a mural or something in his house, and then, or I don't know if it was a mural or some kind of painting that she was doing. And she alleged that, like, he never paid her. When she asked him for payment, he tried to, like, corner her and try to, like, basically ask her to have sex with him. She said no, and then he kind of wouldn't let her leave. She said she never got paid for the work she did there and was kind of scared to go back. There have been multiple cases of people going over to do work at his house who claimed they got into fights with him when they dared to ask him to pay for the work they were doing. Remember, didn't he throw the furniture off the top of a balcony at a high-rise apartment he was living in?
Did he do that?
Yeah, because I want to say people like scattered because it was, fortunately no one was hurt. But he's getting his brain studied by the CTE people like immediately.
That's what was he crazy before Vontez Burfict, or was he okay?
People say that.
There's a lot of videos that show him like talking like he was just like a normal guy and all these things, and then everybody always points to that hit to where things just completely change.
I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what it is, and obviously none of us are doctors, but I mean, it certainly is something that I'd be curious to know. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's any way to tell that exactly when that may have happened, but yeah, if at some point down the road they could test for CTE while people are living, he should be the first person getting that test.
Because
like 100%.
He was on track to break pretty much every career receiving record.
Yeah.
And
of course.
Oh, he was the best at that time.
Yeah, and
it was between him and Julio for me.
A lot of people will refuse to say any receiver was better than Jerry Rice. So let's just say he was on track to be the second greatest receiver of all time. And look where he is now.
Right.
It's tragic.
No, it is. And it's if he is convicted of these crimes, we'll find out what the legal process says. But yeah, I mean, he could go to jail for a very long time. And it was a once promising career that you're right. It's for whatever reason, or it could fame changes people too. Money, fame, that stuff can change you too. I don't want to just say it's all CTE.
Success, money don't change you. It reveals you.
Fair enough. That could be it too. But whatever the case, yeah, people have pointed to how there's a stark difference between him earlier in his career and then later on. He wouldn't be the first guy who has had that happen, right? But still, it's just a bizarre twist for him and a bizarre turn. But now he's in custody, apparently going back to Miami, and I'm sure there will be a trial. I wonder if they let him get bail. I wonder if they let him out, given that he already fled the country and they had to go track him down. I guess they probably are giving him bail.
He ain't getting bail. I'm gonna tell you that now. They're gonna deny his bail because he's a flight risk.
Yeah, I would definitely think
crazy
that's
how much I be knowing about this stuff. Listen, I got y'all. My family messed up.
By the way, thanks for that line about the money. That's going to be another quote that my dad's going to be like, that Tyvis guy, man, he's got great stuff to say. And I'm like, what about me, Dad? Did you care about anything I had to say? No, I think Tyvis said real spiritual stuff.
I saw my parents yesterday, and that same thing. They were like, we love Tyvis. And I was like, I'm right here. I'm right here. We're like, yeah, you're fine. We know you. We love Tyvis, though. Tyvis is great. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Well, they're in the minority.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Like Tyvis.
No, they like Tyvis. Yeah. We like Tyvis. That's what I know. AC/DC, they're coming to Ohio Stadium on July 15th. We'll take the 7th caller now, 614-821-9710. You and a friend could go see AC/DC. The tickets are on sale today at 10 a.m. If you don't win these, you can still purchase them. Find out more info at Ticketmaster.com. Good luck to all involved. When we come back, best bets of the weekend. We'll give you a college game and a pro game from each of us. We'll let you know how we've done so far this season. That's next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Traffic picking up in a couple spots, including on 71 as you make your way into downtown. Also on 161 out near New Albany. But right now we are crash free. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep-making-plans to learn more.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. You know, life sometimes is about being in the right place at the right time. For example, maybe you're a huge Buckeye fan. You want to go to a Buckeye game. You want to get tickets, but you know they're tough to get. Maybe you also need new windows for your house. Maybe you sit next to them and you feel that cold, drafty air coming in. You say, oh, if only there was a way I could address both of these concerns at the same time. Well, good news. With Window Nation's end-of-year sale this November, you could save big on windows that fix that draftiness issue. You'll save 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. Well, you're saying, T-Bone, I also said I wanted to go to a Buckeye game. Well, good news. Window Nation is a proud partner of Ohio State Athletics. And right now, when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows, you could get 2 tickets to an upcoming Ohio State game. See? Right place, right time. WindowNation.com is where you go to get started today. 50% off all window styles plus 0% financing for 5 years this month from Window Nation. Schedule your free estimate today. WindowNation.com.
Another reason to choose Hinderer Motor Company for your next vehicle. This is Justin Hinderer. Every vehicle comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, award-winning service, and our exclusive Carvenience. We pick up your vehicle, service it, and return it so you save time and enjoy peace of mind. That's Carvenience. At Hinderer Motor Company, we take care of everything so you can drive worry-free. See why we're the best choice for your next new or used car by visiting HindererMotorCompany.com.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the Fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You think you know the odds? Picture this. You're at the gas station grabbing 4 delicious taquitos when you see an Ohio Lottery ticket with 1 in 4 odds. You think, if I buy 4 in a row, 1's a definite win. Sorry, friend, but you'd be wrong. 1 in 4 odds means across the millions of tickets printed, 1 in every 4 is a winner, but not every 4th ticket since they're randomly distributed across the state. But 4 taquitos? That's a guaranteed win, 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 win. Learn more about common lottery myths at ohiolottery.com/knowtheodds. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
At Kemba Financial Credit Union, we care about you. Consumers like you say they don't want monthly fees for checking, and we listen. Introducing hassle-free checking with no monthly service fee. Use it as an easy place to deposit and transfer your money, along with your everyday banking needs. Plus, Kemba's expansive digital banking services make it easy for you to bank how you want. At Kemba, we're always thinking of ways to put you and your finances first. Visit Kemba.org, federally insured by NCUA. Restrictions apply.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders played an ugly Thursday night football game last night. Vegas would score the first touchdown of the game, but Denver would go on to score 10 unanswered points to win by a final score of 10-7. The Broncos are now 8-2 on the season. Ohio State men's hoops is back again tonight for game number 2 of their season. They'll host Purdue Fort Wayne over at the Shot. You can catch coverage of that game right here on the Fan starting at 5:30 with the Fan warm-up show. And of course, the Ohio State football team travels to Purdue tomorrow to take on the Boilermakers for a 1 o'clock kickoff in West Lafayette right here on the Fan as well. This update was sponsored by Green & Sons, family owned and operated for over 45 years. Find your next Kubota tractor at Green & Sons, located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville in Raymond. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's Tebow. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Another summer is over, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower. Your workouts aren't as productive. Perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feeling foggy all the time. Maybe even your sex drive is off. If you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's probably likely you have low testosterone. When does it begin? Well, guys start to experience this in their early to mid-30s. Guys start losing 2 to 3% of their testosterone production every year. It happens gradually, and before you know it, you're just not that same guy you was in your prime, your 20s, your 30s. You can have decreasing libido, putting on weight, less productive at the gym, poor sleep patterns, sad or depressed. If you're feeling any of these symptoms, I encourage you to go to tristatemenshealth.com and take their low T quiz. It's a simple 10-question quiz with yes or no answers. After that, you want to schedule a consult with Tri-State. They will do your lab work and have your results within 30 minutes. A licensed medical provider will review the results with you and discuss your options, and you will make the decisions together with their medical team. The cost of the appointment is only $99, which includes a medical consult, T and PSA test. And if you sign up for the testosterone treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. We call it A-Shot Fridays. You go get a shot and yay, spoop, right back, and you feel like the Hulk when you walk out of that building. There are 6 locations located in Ohio, 2 of them in Columbus. One is in Hilliard. The other one is in Westerville. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
By the way, we don't have to do this right now, but Dylan, I know.
It's Dylan.
Well,
Dylan and Dylan.
Yeah, but producer Dylan Gonzalez was over, like, what's the opposite of overjoyed? Over distraught, over frustrated, angry, verklempt, whatever. So mad because yesterday it came out that GTA 6 isn't coming out for at least another year. November 19th of 2026.
The game is never coming out.
I agree.
It's never coming out.
When was it scheduled to come out? When was the last time it was supposed to come out?
In the spring, March.
They dropped a trailer for this game in 2023. It's about to be 2026. The GTA 5 came out 14 years ago.
Golly.
It's not coming out.
And they still making money off of it.
And you know what the most disappointing part is I went to the Rockstar tweet that they tweeted out that GTA 6 isn't coming out until when I have grandkids or whatever date they said.
Right.
And the replies are like, you know what? I'm okay with this. I want them to get it right.
Oh,
it's been 14 years. I was mad at the lack of outrage on social media. I expected to go in the replies and then be like, let's burn the Rockstar building down to the ground.
Well,
no, everyone's like, no, I want them to get the game right. They've had 14 years to get the game right.
Well, you know what that is? That's the worst thing you can have as a sports fan base, is where people just have apathy because they've ceased to care anymore. And that's what it sounds like has happened with this franchise, where people are like, whatever, man, I just hope they get it right. Like, you don't, because you're not anticipating it anymore. You're just like, whatever, just whenever you get it out, I'll try to play it. I don't understand how that could be. I did see that the Rockstar, like the people who make this game, sources inside the building said that a lot of people are anticipating like quitting. They're anticipating layoffs for those who don't quit. They said morale is at an all-time low in their building, and they're all just like, why are we even here? We're trying to make this game, never coming out. They all feel bad about it. So I haven't played. The last time I played Grand Theft Auto, I think it was probably the second or third one.
That's a shame.
I know. But, I mean, I hold an affinity for that game because I know it's great. But at some point, right, no one's going to want to play this game if it doesn't come out in a reasonable time frame.
While Dylan was all distraught about that news, I was overjoyed because we had a flip yesterday.
Buckeyes did, yeah.
Yeah, they did. They got this Jay Timmons, who is Lawrence Timmons' son, who played linebacker. And I'm watching this highlight tape. He's playing safety in high school. You can definitely tell his dad play linebacker. That boy coming downhill.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he can hit. Okay. Okay.
This first hit on this tape is like, man,
All right. So that's the guy
but he's listed as a corner, so I'm guessing he's playing corner. He's 5'11", 185, so I guess that is a corner size.
But he's
he
was he a Florida State commit?
Florida State, yep.
I anticipate there'll be a lot of flips in this class. A lot of flips. So stay tuned for that. But yes, good get for Ryan Day and the Buckeyes. Great to see them flipping yet another recruit.
Gambling is a risky proposition, especially when you listen to these guys. Here's your best bets for the weekend.
You know how it works. One college, one pro game every week. Dylan, on the season, how have we looked so far? Do you have those numbers?
I do. Somewhere.
Okay. Go ahead. Here we go. We're up still,
24, 17, and 1.
Oh, we had
on
a push?
the season. Yes, I had a push last week.
Oh, okay.
Tyvis is doing the best at 9-5. Then you, Bone, at 8-6. I've been struggling the last 2 weeks. I'm 7, 6, and 1.
Okay.
But we're all profitable.
All right. So you got to play them all. Try to get because we have been good overall, but every week it depends on who's going to be the best. So here we go. I'm going to start off in college with a little BYU Texas Tech. This is a top 10 matchup. These are two teams that are clearly, I don't think both of them are going to be good enough to make the college football playoffs, but as of now, they're both in position to do so. Texas Tech, though, we talked about this game a little bit yesterday. They are a team that can stop the run. Do you know what they rank as far as giving up rushing yards per game in college football this year, Tyvis? First. They are the best statistical team at stopping the run. BYU has a quarterback whose number is 47.
Yuck.
So they have to run the ball if they want to throw the ball. That's BYU's entire offense. It is not a downfield, lighted up type offense. They have to run the football to be successful. They won't. Lay the 10.5 points. I know it's a little bit of a big line for that close of a matchup. I think Texas Tech rolls in this game at home.
To your point,
no tortillas, by the way.
To your point about Texas Tech, they went in the portal and got them a whole new defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they got every defensive lineman that was good in the portal, and they went and gave them a bag.
And they can all play. And they're not all like guys who then came there and sucked. They're all pretty good. So, yeah, Texas Tech rolls. I lay the 10.5 points in this one.
I like that. I feel like it might be a little bit closer, but that's my personal opinion. I'm going with Citadel over Ole Miss. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
Money line, blank the points.
I think I'm going to roll. I think I'm going to try. Give me Washington and lay the points against Wisconsin. I think Washington, being at 23, they have to start winning with some style points to try to climb up that ranking. Now that we're in November, it's like it's time to lock in. You got a quarterback who's one of the best, most accurate quarterbacks in the game. Jonah Coleman is a really good running back, and Denzel Boston is a first-round receiver. So it's time for them guys to really get that thing going. I think it starts this weekend against Wisconsin. Sorry, Coach Fick, but I think that they win by more than 10.
Understandable. Dylan, your pick for college?
I like Iowa plus 6.5 at home against Oregon. Last time we saw Oregon, they struggled against Wisconsin, couldn't move the ball except for one drive, really, where they had a 99-yard drive to end the half. But besides that, their offense looked terrible. I don't feel like Oregon has really showed us anything to believe in them. Their big win is against Penn State, and that has proven to be invalid. And Iowa hung pretty well with Indiana. So I think Iowa could at least keep this game within a touchdown.
Yeah, I like that pick. I'm with that too.
Plus,
so these all seem pretty good to me.
Iowa games aren't high scoring enough for the opposing team to cover a touchdown.
You're right.
That's a lot.
Iowa defense is good, and they always find a way, especially when they're playing in Iowa City. They just find a way to get you to play their game as opposed to the game you want to play.
If they could just show a student with cancer, that would really help their cause against Oregon.
They do have that. That's fair. All right. So you have in the NFL, I'm going to go with the Rams and the Niners. This game is 4:20 on Fox, 4:25 on Fox. The Rams are favored by 4.5 points. Did you know all time when Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay go head-to-head, there have been 8. Now they play, twice a year, right? So there's a lot of meetings between those two. 8 times, though, that game between those two coaches has been a 3-point deficit or a 3-point spread or less. 3-point margin of victory for whichever team wins. Last time they played, the Niners got it done in L.A. They won 26-23 earlier this season. Now, on the road, the Rams are a 4.5-point favorite. So I'm going to take those points. Maybe that's a dumb play, but I'm just going to play the odds and the numbers here and say I'm going to take the 4.5 points and that the Niners keep it close or maybe even win outright.
You better than me. I would have just took the over on the game, 49.5. I'd have just took the over.
Oh, there's that too. You do that.
I am going to probably regret this because this is Dylan's boy, but I'm going to take the New England Patriots on the money line, Dylan.
On the money line.
Forget them points. Give me the Patriots on the money line. They 4-0 away this year, and I don't think it's going to stop against Tampa Bay Bakers and Dylan's boy.
Patriots Bucks is 1 p.m. on CBS, and to your point, Tampa is only they're a 2.5-point favorite at home, so. Yeah, you could just get the plus 2.5, but you're saying
on the money line, you get more money.
Get paid. Okay. Fair enough. Dylan will love that. Dylan, what's your pick?
I like Arizona plus 6.5 against Seattle. I feel like people are super high on Seattle right now because of their Monday Night Football performance and that being fresh in the public betting's mind. I think they're a little bit overvalued. And Arizona looked good in their last game, too. I'm honestly not sure who's starting at quarterback for the Cardinals on Sunday.
Oh, I am. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean...
Well, because Kyler isn't, because they're done with Kyler Murray. That's over.
Yes, and
they've benched him. They've IR'd him technically because he's got an injury that apparently last week he was practicing fine. Now all of a sudden he needs like surgery on his foot or I don't know what. But it's
because he's playing Battlefield.
Well, he was going to play Grand Theft Auto, but now so anyway, there you go. Yeah, those were our picks. So you took the Seahawks. You took the Cardinals rather the points with the Cardinals, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, there you go. Coming up next, we'll talk some Jackets with Dylan Tyre, one of your radio voices of the Columbus Blue Jackets. He will join us in studio next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. No crashes across your roadways right now. Busy traffic on 71 near downtown and on 33 in the Plain City, Dublin area, pushing into 270. But again, right now we're problem free. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Columbus Aesthetic and Plastic Surgery. Visit experiencecaps.com today and use code TYVISCAPS for $1,000 off a NeoGraft treatment.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org to buy your tickets. That's A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary and 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Hey there, you've got a ton of equity in your home. You're sitting on a gold mine. You could do so much with all that cash, like travel, invest it, or pay off debt. But you can't touch it unless you sell your home. But you really don't want to move. And besides, homes are sitting on the market a long time these days. You're trapped, right? Not with TrueHold. With TrueHold, you can cash out your equity in as little as 30 days. But listen, you don't have to move. You can stay in the home you love as a renter. That's TrueHold's Sell and Stay program. Cash out your entire home's value and stay put. TrueHold even covers property taxes, property insurance, and essential repairs. Imagine using that equity to travel, invest, or pay off debt. And you can stay in your home. It's brilliant, especially in this slow market. Get your all-cash offer now. Call 1-855-300-9993. Again, that's 1-855-300-9993. Or visit TrueHold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. That's TrueHold.com.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you picked match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports ball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Tough, reliable, and ready to work. You were born that way. Kubota is built that way. Our entire ag lineup, featuring versatile tractors and hay tools, powerful skid steer loaders, and the rugged Sidekick utility vehicle, is designed with the engine of a Kubota and the heart of a farmer. Visit KubotaUSA.com to find a dealer near you.
Forrest Gump says he and Jenny went together like peas and carrots.
I gotta pay.
Well, the Buckeyes are the #1 team in the country, and the Fan is the #1 sports station in the country. Peas and carrots, baby. Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mainly dry start for us, but as we head into the later part of the morning, rain will be developing into the afternoon. We will see temperatures top out in the low 60s, and winds will be gusty out of the southwest. It does look like the rain should taper off by Friday Night Football, though we could see a straight shower or storm. Make sure you have ways to stay alert. And overnight lows tonight dropping into the upper 30s to low 40s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Let's see. High school, Buckeyes, Browns, kids in the retention pond. It must be Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Football is good. The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Coming up 7:30, Football Friday forecast. Meredith Garfalo, 10 TV meteorologist, will join us in studio. We'll get her thoughts on all the weather around the college and pro football world and find out what it's going to do tonight as well. You just heard her talking about that. But now in studio, we are joined by Blue Jackets broadcaster Dylan Tyre. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me. Anytime I can come into the station, I love doing it.
Well, I like to hear you on the weekends and like filling in on shows now because it adds a little bit of class to the rest of this radio station.
I wouldn't go that far.
The pipes are great.
Thank
so like
you.
you always come in and like when I hear it, I'm like, oh, there's a responsible adult now on the radio here. This is good. But I heard you and Cole a few weekends ago. Just you guys were going nuts talking pro football, college football, like you guys went all over the place on that, so it was good to listen to. I think you guys were arguing about the Heisman race a little bit back then.
Yeah, we did do that. I love that that's my perception, that I'm like a clean-cut, straight-laced guy, because I think everybody's used to hearing me doing Blue Jackets pregame and stuff like that, and it's pure information, getting you ready for the game. I like to have fun, too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, and it's like hearing you in the because I know those pregame broadcasts, it is very, if you hear any of the guys here that do it for OSU pregame or postgame, there are, for people who don't work in our business, they don't know, like, you do it too, Tyvis, when you go up to Cleveland. It's like there's just so many nuts and bolts things you have to do of this sponsor needs to be read. Now we have to go to this coach's clip. Now we have to go to this thing. You have maybe like 20 seconds each break where you're like, hey, here's a thought. This could be a tough game tonight or whatever you're going to say. Like you really have to just focus in on all the logistics of it. So,
not to mention in a live sports broadcast, everything is so much quicker. So like our breaks are a minute and a half, 2 minutes. You don't have very much time to talk either. Yeah. So there's that aspect. But like to that point, I like the stuff that you're doing, breaking down like specific plays within a Buckeyes game. I've seen that on social media. I like that too.
I appreciate that.
It's hard to do on radio, right? You got to have video with that.
I try, but like you can only paint the picture so much. But when you get that board and like can show like, all right, this is what I'm talking about, it makes it easier. But I try my best to get people to understand what I'm saying on radio. But let's talk some Blue Jackets.
All right, let's do it.
Let's talk because obviously 5-1 to Calgary, which some people say is the worst team in the league right now. Were you shocked?
I'm never shocked because there's so much good parity in the NHL. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. I mean, one of the best teams in the league right now, maybe the best team in the league, is the Anaheim Ducks. Like, who saw that coming? They're scoring like crazy. But yeah, like I said it going into that game because it was factually true. The Calgary Flames were the worst team in the NHL. They had won 3 games. Now, they came out all over the Blue Jackets. They scored twice in the first period. Anytime that happens, it's tough, right? You're spotting a team 2 touchdowns, essentially, right? If you're talking in football sense, that's tough to come back from. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, the Blue Jackets have the offense to do it. They just didn't. I mean, I don't want to say it was puck luck or anything like that because Calgary scored 5 times. They had an empty netter, so really 4-1. But the Blue Jackets outshot them in the second and third periods. They nearly doubled them up in shots on goal, but I mean, they just didn't have it that game. I don't think there was a whole lot of sustained offensive zone time. So to answer your question, no, I wasn't surprised, but would I have liked to have seen the Blue Jackets start a really big trip better? Absolutely, and it makes these next 3 games that much more important.
Yeah, just judging by the records, I know that's not always the best way to look at it because you never know. All these teams have played different schedules. Some of them played tougher ones, but it's like Calgary, statistically, the worst team on this trip, and then it kind of ratchets up to Vancouver, and then Edmonton, and then Seattle's been playing really well. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't get any easier necessarily from here. But what do you think it is, Dylan, about, like, I know, you're not a player, but, like, what do you think it is when you talk to these guys? Why is it a struggle, or why do so many teams go, oh, that West Coast trip? Because I would presume most pro athletes are used to travel. Like, they're used to not being in their home. They're used to being on a different schedule. But I guess maybe it's the fact that there's 4 of them back to back and you're so far away from family. I'm not sure what this is.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I've been on this trip before and it is a little bit of a grind. Like, I mean, you're out there for a long time. It can be up to 9-10 days. And I mean, I don't know, Tyvis. It's harder to play on the road, I think, no matter where you are and no matter what league you're in. But I don't know, that first game, and Dean Evison talked about it after the game, that he felt like the Blue Jackets didn't have their necessary jump to start that game, the same that we've seen. And I don't know if it's being on the plane for 4 hours, and I know you've got a day before the game. There's not really any excuse for it, but the feeling is different. It's just like you're not at home. You are far away. It's kind of weird. But, again, the team needs to play better, right? And there are big games coming up. And I do feel like you kind of find your footing on a road trip like that. But it is kind of that weird thing. Like, think about you're on a family vacation and you go to New York City. That first day you're there, you're like, I'm not quite sure. And then you get a little bit more comfortable as it goes on. Is there some of that? I mean, in my experience, that is kind of what it feels like when you're on a long road trip. I've been on a few with the Blue Jackets, but again, I've also seen them win the first game before and have no issues.
Right.
I'm a little different. I play defense, so you're always hated.
That's true.
So I was sick. I actually enjoyed the road games more than home games because I love to tell people, thank you for coming out. Peace out.
I do.
Sit down. Be quiet. Like that. I love that. It was unbelievable. But when you look at the Blue Jackets, you were talking about how like the Anaheim Ducks is doing really well. When you look at the Blue Jackets compared to some of these teams that's doing really well, do you see a big gap? Because these two said there is no excuse this year for them not to make the playoffs. And I'm trying to gauge, like, all right, let's look at the best teams right now. Where does the Blue Jackets align with those better teams?
Yeah, the Blue Jackets are 13 games into the season right now. They are 7-6. I think if you were to look at the Blue Jackets' first 10 games or so, I would agree with you guys. Like, I think this team looks like they can make the playoffs, especially with how the goaltending looks right now. So as far as it goes with what T-Bone and Dylan have said, I agree. Like, I want to see the Blue Jackets make the playoffs, and I don't really think there's any reason they can't. With that said, the Eastern Conference is extremely competitive right now. Going into the Blue Jackets' last game, I think 5 points separated the best team from the worst team, which, I mean, the worst team in the East was over 500 going into the Blue Jackets' last game. So it's tough, right? And that is why this road trip is so important for the Blue Jackets. You want to bank points and create a little bit of separation for yourself. But this team is good. Like, the way that they've played this season, they are good. They've had a couple of blips. They lost to the Washington Capitals and they lost to Calgary. Those are really the biggest blips for the Blue Jackets this season. You want to get it back on track because the way they lost to the Islanders a couple of nights ago, they should have won that game. They could have stolen that game. It would have been an absolute steal to get that game. Game 2 of a back-to-back, outplayed in the first period. But they didn't get it. So you want to right yourself after that. But the Blue Jackets are pretty much in the same exact spot as a team like Anaheim. Okay. Anaheim was kind of bad at the same time the Blue Jackets were. They were drafting high at the same time the Blue Jackets were. They just hired a new coach this season, one of the best in NHL history, in Joel Quenneville. The Blue Jackets obviously hiring Dean Evison last season. We saw what he was able to do. So is there a big gap between them? Are they really any different? No, I don't think so. In fact, the Blue Jackets probably have maybe a better veteran group than Anaheim. There are some really good vets there in Anaheim. And, you know, Chris Kreider had a down year last year with the Rangers. Now he's a Duck and he's scored 9 goals in 9 games with them. Pretty good. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, they are very, very similar. So, I mean, there is not a gap at all. And, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Blue Jackets go on a run at some point this season where people are talking about, wow, this is one of the better teams in the league.
Now, I mean, we could talk all the hockey we want, and I think this is all fun. However, here's the question I have for you. I know you're not going to be here for it, but I have a Baja Blast pie sitting in the freezer that I have to thaw out. God. Have you ever, Tyvis is like terrified of this thing. Are you a Baja Blast guy? Have you ever had Baja Blast?
I don't know if I've ever had Baja Blast. As far as it goes with like my Taco Bell intake, I'm not a large Taco Bell guy by any means. Would I try it? Absolutely. I love trying new things. That's really what I am all about. But no, I can't say that I'm a connoisseur of the Baja Blast by any means.
8 a.m. We're going to try it here. No, I think I need a Baja Blast tattoo. I've had so much of it with me.
By the way, last offseason, we were talking about you, me, T-Bone, and I want to say Dylan. We all agreed that if we had got Mitch Marner, we were going streaking. Don Waddell confirmed that he was trying to make it happen.
He told you guys that yesterday.
Yeah, he said he wanted it to happen himself, but Mitch had his mind set on going somewhere else.
Yeah, I had heard there might be some interest on the Blue Jacket side of things there. So, man, I was hoping for it. I do remember that conversation now that you bring it up.
Would have loved to see that. Yeah. That would have been. But you know what? That's fine. I like the squad we've got, and the whole thing this year is no moral victories. It's just get the job done, right? I understand there's a lot of tough teams out there, all that stuff, and I know that's their expectation too. So hopefully they get it back on track. Tomorrow night we'll have all the action for you. You get to stay up late.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh man, I love a game against the Canucks is a banger. So if you are up late and want to listen to the game, join us because I love playing against Vancouver. It is very fun in that barn. So I expect it to be spirited for sure.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, late one there. All the pre and post game with Dylan Tyre right here on the Fan. And then obviously Bob McElligott will have the game call. When we get back 2 minutes away, it is a Football Friday forecast with 10 TV meteorologist Meredith Garfalo next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. No crashes that we're watching right now. Busy traffic on I-70 on the west side coming into 270 and then on 71 near downtown as well. But again, right now we are crash free. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
A system for every home and every budget at Logan AC and Heat Services. Get a free train furnace with the purchase of an air conditioner and tax credits up to $3,200. Schedule your free estimate now. Logan Services.
The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out?
Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Buckeyes and Purdue tomorrow. All the coverage for you starting up. Trying to do 5.5 hours before 1 p.m. So what would that be? Like 7:30? Is that when coverage starts right here on the Fan? Probably so.
Something like that.
It's a weird time. It's usually noon. Why are we doing this at 1? Tyvis, go complain to your bosses. We shouldn't have to do this.
I'm just tripping on the fact that we never got this love when I was doing pregame with Matty Ice. Like, it was noon, 6:30 every Saturday, every other Saturday, and it's now they getting to get an extra hour of sleep and all those great things.
That's true enough.
Must be nice.
Didn't we talk about?
Is it still a 3-man panel with them? Is it still Matty Ice, Devere, and Dane?
Yep, I believe so.
Got an extra voice on the show, man.
How many Buckeye fans do you think will be at Ross-Ade tomorrow? Like, I mean, I figure it's percentage-wise.
They do a great job.
75%?
They're going to take it over.
Yeah, I think it'll be easily 60 to 75%. I think that's low. You think it's low? All right. Yeah. Fair enough, because I honestly, with this game, I know there's not a ton of excitement from the national standpoint for this one. Buckeyes should roll in this game, but for a lot of Buckeye fans, this is one of those road trips that you can actually do pretty easily. You can get away from Columbus. It's a day trip. You can get over there and back in one day. Tickets are easier to come by, and you should be able to have a nice, enjoyable victory, even if West Lafayette may not be the most enjoyable locale for it. I mean, what are we talking about? It's the Big Ten. There's only so many cities in the Big Ten, and this is one of the easier ones to get to. So, yeah, I feel like that's an easy road trip for a lot of Buckeye fans to do. So if you're going out there, be safe. Hopefully you have some great weather for it. Hopefully you enjoy it. It should be a lot of fun out there, but I don't know. Do we know what the line is on this game?
30.5.
Lay the points. That's not good. I think we'll be fine.
When it comes to football and the weather, she knows everything. Welcome to the Football Friday Forecast with 10 TV meteorologist Meredith Garfalo.
Yeah, it's kind of a set whatever score you want for Ohio State at Purdue tomorrow. Meredith Garfalo, 10 TV meteorologist, joining us now. Weather-wise for tomorrow, how are we looking for that? It's a little bit of, is it going to be nice fall weather for that? We're going to get some rain? What are we thinking?
Yeah, the chances of rain are going to increase throughout the day, actually. Very fall-like. We've got upper 50s, mid to upper 50s by game time, but yeah, the chances of rain increasing later in the day, so that should make things interesting. I looked at the wind, not really going to be an issue, so that's good news for us.
Oh, Dylan always wants to know about the wind.
I know. Look at him pacing over there.
From a gambling perspective, he always wants to know where the grossest weather is so he can bet on that game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in Iowa.
That's where you're going, Tyvis.
Yeah. So did you do some forecasting for that?
Oh, you know it.
What are we looking at in Iowa City tomorrow for Tyvis doing his tailgate show?
Guess what? In the morning, you're going to be in the 30s.
Yuck.
Yeah.
That hoodie better come out.
There ain't going to be no hoodie. I'm wearing the Big Ten jacket.
There we go. Hey, rain's actually going to be increasing, though, by game time. We're only getting up to like 43 for the high, so it's going to be cold.
There's your windy under.
And rainy.
There's your windy under, yeah.
That's just very peachy to hear.
Yeah, that's, you know what, though? I think that's Big Ten football, is it not? As long now,
T-Bone, don't start that. Yeah, I don't want to hear that, bro.
I don't think Iowa's getting a dome anytime soon, Tyvis.
Meredith, as someone who forecasts the weather, where do you come down on this whole debate? Because Tyvis and I disagree.
Okay.
Browns are they're going to have their brand new stadium in a few years, which is climate controlled, indoors, effectively ending the jobs of meteorologists all over the country who forecast weather for football games. Or we could play games outside in the elements where it's cold and wet and rainy and who knows what else. Snow could happen. That's what I want for football. I want football.
Yeah.
Where are you on that?
I'm kind of with you guys on that. Like, Dylan wants to know like over and under and everything all in circles. But I do think like that's part of the experience, right? It's almost like going to college football. You never know what you're going to get. Some days it'll be hot. Some days it'll be cold and snowy and rainy. And if you're a diehard fan, you're really not going to care.
So you're comfortable going to the Browns game and standing out in the winter snow and watching the game in windy and rainy.
I didn't say
snow.
Attending. I said watch.
That's my point. That's exactly my point.
You better be inviting me to the suite. That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly my point right there.
Now, remember the Chiefs last year when they had one of their playoff games? It was so cold. I think it was like 10 degrees or something, but the frost, the wind chill was negative something.
It's terrible.
They had multiple people, they said, go to the emergency room after that game to get fingers and other limbs amputated because of or at least treated for frostbite. I think a few people had to get amputated. What I'm saying is NFL fans, college football fans will go to any length to watch our team. So if you're a real fan, and I'll acknowledge, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'd rather be inside. But I know that if the Chiefs could do that, I bet every NFL team, including the Browns, could do it. But if the Browns were playing in the playoffs and it was negative 20 degrees out.
But you dress for the weather.
Yes,
it's
you wear
simple.
gloves.
You're not stupid.
Or how about we go to a place where we can be comfortable, we can dress however we want to dress and watch a great show.
That's called the mall. Yeah, go there. Go to the mall. They have a movie theater.
Why would you not want to be comfortable watching the game?
Like I think weather's important. Unlike Tyvis, who doesn't care about the weather. I care, Meredith.
You know, weather is.
Thank you. I appreciate
it's
it.
a built-in excuse. Whoever loses the game is going to use that as
they
the
blame
excuse.
the weather. Well, they all blame me when the weather's bad, so I can understand.
Why not, Meredith, just be able to beat somebody and then afterwards be like, I'm just better than you. It wasn't no weather. It wasn't no temperature. None of that. It wasn't no elements. I'm just better than you. Wouldn't you want that feeling instead of having it in the back of your mind? Maybe if it wasn't raining or windy, maybe we wouldn't have. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
But watching the Browns play that one game with the lake effect snow last year was pretty wild.
Oh, the Jameis Winston game where he stayed out there just like,
fun to watch. That was fun to watch. I wouldn't have wanted to be there, but that was really fun to watch.
And guess what they said after the game? Guess what Pittsburgh said after the game? It's because of the snow.
See?
That's right. Like the great philosopher Katy Perry said, I know a place where the grass is always greener, and it's not California. It's a dome stadium.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Fine. Whatever.
Also, in that game you were mentioning, that Kansas City game, wind chills negative 27 degrees and people losing fingers. You can't dress for that, Meredith. You can't dress for negative 27.
Hand warmers, big warm gloves.
Not everybody had to do it. Just a few people who were dumb.
Dude, I have stood out when it's been like negative 10 and I don't come with my fingers chopped off after my live hits. So.
Yeah.
Just saying. It's
How do we
preparedness.
feel about that? Like, I know there's been like hurricanes, different weather happened the last few weeks, but like when you watch TV and you see the meteorologists, some of your, coworkers, colleagues out there, where they're just like, yeah, here we are in 80-mile-an-hour winds as like stop signs are flying by. Do we need that?
No.
I don't feel like we need it.
No.
What do you think of your Browns? They're playing the Jets this week, and obviously the Jets have did a fire sale on their defense. Will the Browns score 20 points?
I kind of want to bet on that. Now Dylan's rubbing off on me over here.
It's the over/under is 38.5 for the entire game.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
I don't know that they're going to hit this. I think you can't make that the under. I don't think you can make low enough.
The weather's going to be bad though, so it could go either way. I was looking at the
looking after the forecast at MetLife.
Well,
that's 1 p.m. on Sunday there at East Rutherford, New Jersey.
It's going to be mild, but I've got winds gusting to 20 out of the southeast. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be windy. It could blow the other way easily. No pun intended.
Yeah, I guess you know what? If
run the ball.
Well, if people are fumbling, if there's interceptions, stuff like that, it could be. All right, so we think the Browns are getting the win.
They better.
We're going to say they get it done.
The sad thing is, the sad thing is, winning is not going to do any. It's going to hurt you in the long run.
Yeah,
for draft.
No, that's exactly right. I sadly want the Browns to lose because that means you get a hopefully better draft position. The best thing, the Jets and the Browns are fighting for the worst record in the NFL.
The best thing that can happen for the Browns is they better hope Shedeur Sanders is good.
That's about it. That's all we have.
If they hit on Shedeur, then they can use them three top 100 draft picks to get something outside of quarterback, which helped them rebuild faster.
Yeah.
Tyvis, that was a good number you threw out because on FanDuel, the over-under is 19.5 with the juice on the over.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So they see.
So we may see the first 20-point game for the Browns.
The Browns ain't scoring no 20 points. Browns ain't scoring no 20 points. I'm going to tell you that now. This game going to be like 14-17 or 13-17 or something.
One
like that.
field goal. Oh, wait, no, with the wins, we might not get the field goals either.
Anything
Can
else?
I be honest?
Yeah. Anything else we should know for the weekend around here, Meredith?
We could have our first snowflakes on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, that
evening.
Is that significant?
No.
Accumulation? Because we have the bet going on here with all of us picking our dates.
Well, I can tell you there's somebody in the newsroom that bet the 11th, so they would actually win November 11th. So we don't want accumulation. We want it to hit the ground and melt. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
I don't like hearing about snow yet. I'm wearing shorts today. I refuse to give up.
Well, you know how the driving gets around here when the snow hits the ground.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's the same with rain. That's how it's going to be this afternoon, by the way. So first and 10 games looking good for tonight.
All right. It's supposed to clear out right before all the football
but
tonight.
I said earlier, bring a towel to wipe your seat down because they're going to get rain this afternoon. So if you want your butt to not be wet and you be miserable the whole game, bring a towel.
It's pro move. Absolutely. Great advice. Thank you, Meredith.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it. 10 TV, 10 Plus. She'll be there giving you updates on the weather all morning long and, of course, right here on The Fan. I've got some great news for Browns fans. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We're watching two separate crashes. The first on North Hamilton at East Dublin Granville Road, and then another one on Morse Road in Beachmont. This is up near Graceland. Watch for crews clearing both of those out right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And Toyota's got more all-wheel drive choices than anybody. Now through December 1st, get 4.75 APR financing on remaining new 25 Corollas and Corolla hybrids. Excludes GR and Corolla Cross. Or lease a gas-powered 26 Corolla LE for $199 a month for 39 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax title and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on the team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing Mountain Dew. So give me my good days, give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
Make your list, check it twice, and shop smart this holiday season. Open a Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and add some jingle to your wallet with $150 cash back after your first $1,500 spent within 90 days. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Offer ends 12/31/25.
Chronic pain can make life feel impossible. But at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough that's giving people real hope. Stem wave therapy.
It has fundamentally changed the way I look at cases after 30 years in practice. So when we talk about regenerative medicine, we're talking about these types of devices.
That's Dr. Tony DeCesaro, one of the nation's authorities on stem wave therapy.
Been around for about 30 years in Europe. Now it's really taken a real foothold. People are tired of just using pills that really cover everything up and they don't really heal.
This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response.
It's about giving hope, right? That there are options.
QC Kinetics. Harness the power of stem wave and get relief now. Your first treatment is only $49. Call for your consultation here in Columbus, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort. Trade in your bad feet for good feet.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Did someone say jackpot? The Ohio Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot has soared to at least $843 million. That's $843 million. The next drawing is tonight, so don't wait. Play Mega Millions today. And remember, it's never too early for holiday scratch-offs from the Ohio Lottery, because with lots of ways to win, 6 great games, and millions in prizes, Ohio Lottery scratch-offs can turn any day into a holiday. Lottery players are subject to Ohio Laws and Commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hey friends, Beamer here. Thanksgiving, as we know, is right around the corner. And what better way to say thank you than $500 off to a thinner, healthier you? Now through Thanksgiving, Awaken 180 is giving our great listeners $500 off your program. Visit them online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
Jake Diebler's Buckeyes are back at the shot for a matchup with Purdue Fort Wayne. Not real Purdue, imitation Purdue.
Live fan coverage starts Friday night at 5:30, right after Common Man and Timmy.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Weston Air Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Many patients at Tri-State Men's Health have said over and over again, why didn't I get my erectile dysfunction treated sooner? If ED is a problem in your life, you really need to stop waiting. Go see my people at Tri-State Men's Health, because they have treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of those treatments can have you last an hour or more. There are 6 locations located in Ohio, 2 of them in Columbus. 1 is in Hilliard. The other one is in Westerville. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is $99. It includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TMPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
By the way, coming up 8 o'clock, a very special edition of one of my favorite segments we ever do. I've been looking forward to this since yesterday. No, it's no maybe today. $20 done. Over. I have the Baja Blast pie from Taco Bell. Apparently, it's very exclusive. It's very limited. There's only like 12 of these per Taco Bell, and once they're gone, they're gone. But I got one, and we're going to try it. 8 o'clock.
You went around to 3 Taco Bells.
I didn't go. I called.
You called 3 Taco Bells? How far away was the one that you finally got through to?
Turned out the one closest to my house. So it worked out just great. It worked out just great. But my point is I called and I asked because, it's weird calling a fast food place because I wouldn't expect them to pick up.
I wouldn't either. They should be busy.
Who calls a restaurant?
They should be busy.
Yeah, they usually are. But I called. They picked right up. They're like, hello? Do you have the Baja Blast pie? No, we had people lined up for that at the beginning of the day. We're all out of those. Oh. I went to another one, same thing. Finally, the third one I called said, yeah, we got them. Don't tell anybody. So don't worry, I'm getting over there. And I bought one. So we'll do that at 8 o'clock. Also,
I'm sick to my stomach.
You're going to be sick after you eat this. I don't think it looks very good.
I am expecting this pie to hurt my body in some way.
But y'all want to try it. Yes. I don't understand. I don't understand y'all logic.
Tyvis,
try anything once.
Hey, there we go. That's Jerry Springer for you. Is there any brand that you trust? Anything like product-wise that you like, oh, yeah, if that comes out, I'm like, Madden, would that be a brand you trust? Like Madden game when that comes out?
No.
2K?
No.
Chipotle came out with a new menu item. You're for sure trying it, aren't you?
Yeah, they come out with new menu items all the time.
I tried a new sauce.
How was it?
It's good.
But you trust them, even if it's like, I don't know if that looks good, but I'll give it a shot because it's a brand you trust.
It depends on what it is.
Did you like their queso when they brought that out?
Chipotle?
Yeah. But there were a lot of people who said, it's terrible. It's gross. I don't like
gross.
It is still there, and it's fine. I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah. That's like their third attempt at queso.
Oh, well,
the first one was terrible, and I haven't tried.
The orange one they had was terrible.
Okay. Well, either way, all I'm saying is that's how I feel about Baja Blast. If you tell me it's a Baja Blast thing, I will give it a try.
But you're anticipating that this is going to be terrible.
Probably. But I had last year they had a gelato that came out.
I wouldn't even try it.
Because I trust them. I'm still going to give them my trust. I had their gelato that came out last year, and it was, It was like $5 for it was like the tiniest, it was like a thimble of gelato. It wasn't any good. There was such a small amount.
Did you eat
Look at how big this pie is.
Did you eat the whole thing?
Yeah, because it was like 2 bites, and it was gone. This whole pie looks great.
You ate it, bit the first one and said, oh, this is terrible, but kept going.
Yeah, I had to finish it.
By the way, your comment about expensive gelato reminded me about how upset I was yesterday. Gianna loves Jersey Mike's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, same. My daughter does too.
Split a sandwich.
Okay.
And also got 2 bags of chips and a drink.
Love Jersey Mike's. Delicious food.
$21.58.
Wow.
What are we? It's a sandwich.
I know.
You know what you do? You go to the grocery store and you get you a bun and some lunch meat. And make it at home.
But it's not the same as going to the quote unquote sandwich place.
You're paying for the experience. That's it.
Wait a minute. Didn't you just make your daughter a bagel sandwich?
Yeah, and she loved it. But yesterday she wanted to go to the sandwich place, which is Jersey Mike's.
It's the same thing.
You see, growing up, my mom was, I don't want to call her cheap. That'd be rude.
Okay.
Frugal.
Yeah.
Frugal.
Responsible. So financially responsible.
Yes, whatever you want to call it. And I decided that I wasn't going to be that way with my kids, where I wasn't like, nope, we can't afford anything.
You're going to be financially irresponsible.
We could get Jersey Mike's if you want to live on the street next month. That's the type of stuff my mom used to say to me.
See,
we've got Jersey Mike's at home, and it's just a guy named Mike being like, hey,
it's funny you say this.
Your uncle who came over.
I realized I was telling my daughter she's spoiled.
Yeah. Oh, I tell my kids that all the time.
And you know what the worst part about it is? She knows it.
Yep.
And they take advantage
and
of it.
The worst part of it is that all three of us are enablers.
Oh, yeah, we are. It's bad.
No, we ain't.
Well, now, see, here, as a dad, but see, the things I tell them they're spoiled about is when, like, they will say, oh, Dad, I can't figure out. I'm trying on my phone to get on the app that I get on to do this thing, and it's not working, and I've like restarted 3 times. I'm like, yeah, you know what I did when my phone did that as a kid? Nothing, because I didn't live in Fantasyland where we had a magic box that had the entire world at our fingertips. I didn't have a phone. They wouldn't exist. I'm old. So then I just tell them, you should be glad it works at all, and shut up. And then that usually like, okay, Dad. And then I go to the Verizon store or wherever I go and get it fixed, and it's fine. But I'm just saying,
you feel bad and everything you just said is mute.
They need to know that it's not that big of a problem, because at some point this doesn't exist.
You told him it was irrelevant. What you just said.
No, but then I still have to get it fixed.
You wasted your breath just saying that.
I know.
It's irrelevant.
By the way, speaking of that, Morning Breath coming up at 8:15. We will play some guys who should just shut up. All right, full disclosure, we got to talking. I have a minute left, and that's not enough time to talk about the good news for the Browns. It's great news for the Browns. So, coming up at the top of the hour, we will talk about that good news. We will eat the Baja Blast pie.
Do we really have to?
Yes, we. What do you mean, do we have to?
Why do I have to? Why is the game being changed?
It's not. No, it's. I don't have any other sound than this. So that's why I play it, because this is the sound for you eating something. This is a special edition where the game is rigged.
See, that's the
You have your Generation X shirt on today. You should know how wrestling works. Sometimes the match is It's always preordained.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry. Spoiler alert. Right.
We should just change the music and take the baby out. That's it.
Yeah, that would involve me doing work that I don't feel like doing right now. So anyway, all right, that's coming up next. Tyvis is going to eat my pie or something. Ooh. Cut that up. And good news for the Browns, I promise. Next, T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We're watching two separate crashes. The first on Morse Road right at Beachmont. Watch for crews over there. And then also watch for crews clearing out a crash on North Hamilton at East Dublin Granville Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Imagine on an NFL Sunday being able to sit in a comfortable seat and watching 7 NFL games at once. Now imagine your favorite radio station giving away prizes, including football tickets. On Sunday, November 7th at 1 p.m., join me, Scotty Vegas, and Dave Biddle from On the Money at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus for incredible food, giant screens, and lots of betting kiosks. That's Sunday at the best place to watch the games. 1 p.m., ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Aaron, I'm freaking out a little that you're giving away $500 in free repairs whenever someone buys a new water heater.
When people are faced with an unexpected expense, an unexpected gift helps restore balance to the universe.
Get Eco. ECO. How many things can our plumbers do for $500 or less?
Tons of things.
Like what?
We can repair a toilet that's not working. We can replace a hose bib, install a utility sink or a vanity, run a water line to an appliance, replace a garbage disposal.
Get Eco. ECO.
Replace a shutoff valve, fix an exposed water leak.
What's an exposed water leak?
It's one you can see. It's not inside a wall and it's not underground.
And we're going to do these sorts of things for free just because a person buys a water heater?
Yeah, for free.
Because we're restoring balance to the universe?
Balance to the universe.
Get Eco. ECO.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna make you cool again, HVAC technicians.
Whoo, go to geteco.com.
The wait is over. AC/DC's back live. Power Up Tour, July 15th. Ohio Stadium with the Pretty Reckless. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. July 15th, Ohio Stadium. Don't miss AC/DC.
Oh, yeah. The following radio theater is brought to you by Columbus Men's Clinic.
Hey, Dad, you want to play football?
No, buddy.
All right.
Pops, want to work out? Maybe later.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tomorrow?
You've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you have symptoms of ED and low T, your family, friends, and even your career has already been affected. Book your discreet evaluation at Columbus Men's Clinic and turn your tomorrows into
today.
Yes! Touchdown!
Come on, one more, Dad.
Today!
Push, Dad. One more. Come on, push.
Hey, kids are in bed. What you up to?
Tonight.
Call 614-300-7400 or book now in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of life.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Columbus. Good. GLakesHyundai.com.
Are you tired of running out of space? Check out Menard's Self-Storage Facility. Menard Self-Storage offers the most convenient and secure self-storage in the area. Options include features like 24/7 access, video surveillance, and on-site management. Menard's has warehouse units at the best prices in the area, and your first month is free. They're going quickly, so reserve yours now at menardselfstorage.com. Unit and offer details may vary by facility.
Save big money at Menards.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders played an ugly Thursday night football game last night. Vegas would score the first touchdown of the game, but Denver would go on to score 10 unanswered points to win by a final score of 10-7. The Broncos are now 8-2 on the season. Ohio State men's hoops is back again tonight for game number 2 of their season. They'll host Purdue Fort Wayne over at the Shot. You can catch coverage of that game right here on the Fan starting at 5:30 with the Fan warm-up show. And of course, the Ohio State football team travels to Purdue tomorrow to take on the Boilermakers for a 1 o'clock kickoff in West Lafayette right here on the Fan as well. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Awaken 180 wants to thank Columbus by offering $500 off every new program now through Thanksgiving. Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Shout out to the YouTube chat. The chat is always lively. Go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. You'll be right in the midst of it. You'll be in the mix with all of our degenerates who are in there every single day. Evan is in there. Heron is in there today. Rusty's in there. Also, this one came from Tryhards, who said, T-Bone, I'm disappointed. Corporate brand loyalty is disgusting. I was saying earlier that Baja Blast could do anything, and I would be loyal to it. We're going to try this pie here in a second, the Baja Blast pie. And all I will say is Baja Blast to me is not like a corporate brand. It feels like something that's been bootlegged out of the back of a Taco Bell employee's trunk. So I don't know why I feel like it's not a brand, but I guess it is. So you're right. I'm a little bit loyal to the brand there, but whatever. I'm going to give it a shot.
I have a miscellaneous thing. This has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, fantastic. Are you trying to avoid eating the Baja Blast pie?
No, but
okay, it sounds like you are.
This has nothing to do with anything. I just learned. I was today years old when I learned that Penn State is 0-5 in Big Ten play.
Oh, yeah, they haven't won a game.
I had no idea it was that bad.
Well, they lost to Oregon, was their first Big Ten game.
Yes.
And then the other two games after that,
UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa, Ohio State.
But those two are what got James Franklin fired. Then after he got fired, they played Iowa
with the if shirts on.
Yeah, with the if. And then
they wore if shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but their shirts said if.
Yeah, the if was, what if we tried to play football? And the answer was it wouldn't go well. They lost that game. And then, of course, I went with the Buckeyes. So, yeah, you're right.
So those if shirts, they were Nike shirts. And to go back to the brand loyalty thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed.
They're Adidas.
But my hoodie, Nike. Pants, Nike. Shoes, Nike. And it's like that every day.
Oh, I mean, you do wear a lot of Nikes. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was on purpose.
It's been like that for as long as I can remember, and I will not wear any other athletic apparel.
You know, I'm kind of that same way. Except, like, unless you split Jordan and Nike.
Yeah, I have some Jordan stuff,
Like
but
that.
to me, it's
all
under the same umbrella.
Okay, then yeah, I'm with you.
Neither of you have ever worn Under Armour in here? Why do I
The
feel
only
like I've
time
seen one of you wearing
the
Under
only
Armour?
time I've ever worn Under Armour in my life was at the Combine and at the Senior Bowl. That is it.
Okay. And that's a pretty good track record. I wear whatever fits my fat ass.
The only time I've ever, the only Adidas
from week to week, month to month.
The only Adidas I've
Depending on
ever
how we're
worn
doing.
is I had some Pharrell Human Races and
Human Racists?
Human Race.
Race, not
Race.
racist.
Oh, God.
Racist.
Racist.
Like the plural form
Yes,
of
race.
race.
Oh,
Yes.
I got
Okay,
you.
not racist.
I heard you say Pharrell Human
and then
Racist.
some Yeezys. That's it.
Not Clayton Bigsby.
You said you have some Yeezys?
I have
Speaking of human racists, there we go. That's what those are
He
called.
apologized to the Jewish rabbi.
The only time I've ever worn Adidas was the team shoe of the basketball team where I went to high school, and the shoe store would let us trade in our Adidas halfway through the season because they knew that they were of low quality and would break midway through the season.
Oh.
But they didn't give you the same deal if you got the Nike shoe.
See,
but my mom, being the not cheap, very frugal woman that she was, paid for the Adidas because they were cheaper.
See, that's what when I played high school basketball, my junior year had Nikes. All the way up to my junior year, we had Nikes.
Y'all all wore the same
as
shoes?
the team. Yeah, they did the team shoe thing because
we
weren't any good. So that was just like, oh, sweet, we got team shoes. Yeah. And then our senior year, I didn't make this call. Someone else made the call to go with Adidas, and I hated those shoes. I did not like them at all. Not a fan. But that's what we ended up with. And it sucked. I wanted to go back to Nikes. I wish we would have.
Since you're a brand loyal person to Nike like I am, Tyvis, do your daughters also wear Nikes?
Yes.
Yes, because I put Nikes on Gianna's feet, and they're like, she's going to wear those for 3 months, and then they're not going to fit her anymore. And I'm like, so what? I don't care. She needs to have Nikes on her little feet.
Boy, and this is why she's going to have a great college education, because all that money Nike's getting. Got to save that money. Can't spend it on Nike. They're not paying for college. You got to be responsible, Dylan, like your mom would want. That's what you got to do. Come on, be frugal and financially responsible. Tyvis is trying to avoid this. Are you ready?
No.
It's happening. All right, today we have the Baja Blast pie.
I want y'all to go first.
I'm going to eat it right now.
And tell me what it's.
It's a pie from Taco Bell. You give the people a visual of what I'm about to do.
It's a Baja Blast pie with whipped cream. What is this? This look like graham cracker.
It is. It's like a pie.
Is it good, T-Bone?
You know what?
You're mooing.
I'm mooing?
Yeah.
You know what? It is actually very sweet. I like it. I enjoy this pie.
Well, Dylan, you next.
I don't know if it tastes like Baja Blast.
Have you
but it's
eaten
sweet.
it already?
I took a bite.
What do you think? It's sweet, right? Very sweet.
It tastes like you would think it would taste. Like a Baja Blast
very
in
good
pie
call.
form. Like
Yeah.
it is a very much it is what it is type of situation.
Yeah, that's right.
But
All
it
right,
also
Tyvis?
has like the aftertaste of like a soda, which I'm not.
Tyvis, this pie cost me $20. You have to do it. You have to give it a try. Come on. Make it happen.
Okay.
There.
I am so mad about
Man, this is so thick. That is like, go ahead. It's good. Delicious. Really. Here we go. Moment of truth. And there's a smile. It's emerging. He's so enamored with Baja Blast. The most thing I'm mad about is that I couldn't secure any actual Baja Blast to wash this down with. That was the biggest thing I wanted to do here.
It tastes just like what did you think? First of all, I'm cool on the rest of this.
Like I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, but there really isn't. It tastes like
it's not. It doesn't taste like. It says on the box it tastes like lime, which I was kind of hoping.
It does have a lime.
A little bit
taste.
of a lime taste, but not like key lime pie. It's not as tangy as key lime pie. It's very sweet. But yeah,
like if you're a degenerate Taco Bell visitor that loves the Baja Blast, you're all about this. But I think if you're just a casual Taco Bell visitor, Probably not going to be your
don't
thing.
worry. I'm finishing this piece of pie, 100%.
You gonna eat the whole thing?
No, I'm going to take it out and let everybody else watch. I'm sure Baker's just itching to get some Baja Blast pie. I'm sure he can't wait. All right, let's talk about my dumb team, your dumb team, Tyvis. The Cleveland Browns. They play the Jets this weekend. Should be a thrilling game that everyone will want to watch. So exciting. Did they put that at 4:25 or is that the Sunday night?
No, it's a 1 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. What a shock. That's
next
crazy.
week, I think the next 2 weeks, 4 o'clock games, I believe.
Are they?
I think they played at Baltimore at 4:25 and then the Vegas at 4:05 maybe.
I was kind of being sarcastic about the Jets game, but
I wanted to make sure
here's the thing.
Make people aware.
Paul DePodesta.
He's out.
Done. He took a job
out.
Took a job with the Colorado Rockies. Now, if you don't know, Paul DePodesta was the chief strategy officer of the Cleveland Browns.
It sounds like assistant to the regional manager.
It essentially was that. I want to read you this report. This is from the Denver Sports denversports.com. They're a radio station, 104.3 The Fan in Denver. If you're ever there, they have like newspaper people who still write for their website. And this is how they described Paul DePodesta. He is now going to be he's taking the head of baseball ops in Denver with the Colorado Rockies. He used to do that with the Mets. He's obviously was with the A's. Clearly, that's Moneyball. If you've never seen that movie, or if you have, Jonah Hill's character is Paul DePodesta. That's who he is. This is what the Denver website says about the hiring of Paul DePodesta for the Rockies. Paul DePodesta, who's an analytics whiz credited with changing the game of baseball, has spent 10 brutal seasons with the Browns as their chief strategy officer. In that time, the team has arguably been one of the worst teams and more embarrassing teams than the Rockies in all of sports. They've gone 56-99-1 and made a crippling trade for Deshaun Watson after multiple allegations of sexual assault had come up, then subsequently gave him the highest guaranteed contract in NFL history at 5 years and $230 million. I bet the Rockies fans are all just like, yeah, yay, we got our guy.
At least he's back in baseball. I mean, that's...
Why did he ever come to football in the first place?
Because the Browns was throwing him the bag.
Why did the Browns ever look to a baseball guy to say, you know what I think we could do? Fix our problems.
That's the point.
That's when analytics was first, getting hot and trendy, and they're like, let's do the baseball thing, but in football. That was their logic.
Do you have that audio of Paul DePodesta talking about this is when he got hired with the Browns. He was in the locker room, and they said, what is your job going to be with the Browns? This is him trying to describe it.
Look, Kevin talked a lot today about a shared vision, right? I think my role really first and foremost is to not only help us create, but also implement that shared vision, and then ultimately make sure that we stick to it, really relentlessly. And that's really my role. So I look at all the processes that are within a football operation. And whether that's hiring someone, whether that's how we do scouting, whether it's how we, look at things, with numbers, I, sort of dig into all those processes and make sure that they align with our vision, and that we all, as a group, continue to stay aligned and be on the same page, as Kevin said.
So will you be involved in the draft?
Sure.
And what role will you play in the draft?
A process-oriented role.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, like I listened to that quote like 5 times yesterday. I remember when he said it back in the day. I still don't know what his job was with the Browns.
You know what? First of all, we ain't got that much time.
No, go ahead.
But
go ahead. It's forget the clock. Let's
it's
go.
Crazy to me.
Fish is not here.
How bad the Browns seem to be like imploding. Like first it started with, this just the past 2 weeks just been weird. AB skips his press conference, which is crazy because he's the one that made all these moves or lack of moves, and the only person that's had to answer for the moves that he made was Kevin.
Yes.
So now you're throwing Kevin under the bus, and Kevin's out there just answering questions, probably don't know what AB's thinking, but
By the way, this is the Andrew Berry who has murdered the Browns, not the AD who was possibly murdering other people. Allegedly. Andrew Berry is who we're talking about.
Then you got this guy like, oh yeah, I'm out of here. It's time for me to get on up out of here. And it's just like the whole front office thing, it all seems like it's crumbling. So I'm very interested to see, one, how the team plays. You got Kevin giving up play calling twice
in 2 years. How many people have ever done that and not been absolutely fired at the end of that season?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this whole thing, like, it's time to move on. Like, we got to get off the analytic thing and go back to football minds.
Yes.
Like, that's, like, I understand the John Dorsey thing, and he had to answer for the Freddie Kitchens thing, and that's ultimately what led to his firing. But, like,
No, to your point.
Like, come on now. Like,
John
this
Dorsey
is 6 years. It's
football.
been 6 years. Yes, we had some great moments, but, like, come on now. Like, this is as bad as it's been.
It has to. They need to this offseason clean house, start over, and then let that group pick the next quarterback and on and on and on. Right. So they need, and honestly, to show the fans that you care, the firing should start immediately so that people know, okay, they're serious. They're not going to just, because there's been seasons before we said, are they going to do this? And then they never do. And then the offseason comes and everybody goes, I can't believe we're running this back. The Browns have to, at some point, just acknowledge, like, yeah, we got it. We messed up completely. The Deshaun thing was terrible. This has been a disaster. Stefanski's a great play caller. Maybe if he's if he's just doing that for a team, not being the head coach, not in this role, he is not a good player. No.
To me, it seems like he lost his fastball on the play calling side. Like, and then I
baseball reference. Paul Podesta loves that.
I also can't say that he don't have no really great players, and that's AB. Like he's the one that's supposed to be in charge of managing the roster.
Don't give that guy credit for the one draft this year that's actually kind of looking promising.
My thing is, you had the 32nd ranked offense, and your first 2 picks in the draft was defensive players.
It makes sense.
I don't understand it.
So I know we're up against it. Maybe we could tease this because I wanted to ask Tyvis, as a Browns employee, what does he think the firing of Paul Podesta means for Kevin Stefanski?
All right, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that next. And Morning Breath when we come back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. We've got crews clearing out one issue at the intersection of Morse and Beachmont Drive. This is up near Graceland. Watch for crews clearing that out right now. Your interstates, though, looking nice and clear. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Wendy's new Snickerdoodle Cookie Frosty Fusion is the perfect holiday gift. With rich frosty and chunks of Snickerdoodle cookies, it's the one thing on everyone's list. Not mine, though. I don't need anything. Definitely don't get me a Snickerdoodle Frosty that comes in vanilla or chocolate. How would you even get it to me anyways? I mean, no, I'm totally good. Please get me one. I want one so bad. For the frosty gift everyone's asking for, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary by location.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Tansky Sawmill Toyota is the #1 certified Toyota dealer in Central Ohio, where every Toyota certified used vehicle comes with a rigorous 160-point inspection, warranty coverage, and roadside assistance, so you can drive with confidence and peace of mind. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for inventory and specials. And when you think Toyota certified used cars, think Tansky.
Toyota, think Tansky.
Getting cold feet? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mail. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
As educators, we are called to this profession by a singular purpose, an unwavering commitment to our students' learning, well-being, and potential. That means using our united voice to stand up for the fully funded supports and resources our students need to succeed. Stand with us to create the great public schools every child deserves.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Sunday, a day of rest, relaxation, and Browns football. Catch the Brownies as they battle the JETS. The football gods are weeping.
Live fan coverage starts Sunday at 11 with the Kick at 1.
Your home of the Browns, the Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mainly dry start for us, but as we head into the later part of the morning, rain will be developing into the afternoon. We will see temperatures top out in the low 60s, and winds will be gusty out of the southwest. It does look like the rain should taper off by Friday Night Football, though we could see a straight shower or storm. Make sure you have ways to stay alert. And overnight lows tonight dropping into the upper 30s to low 40s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Never have I been so excited to get a whiff of sweaty jock straps. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Yay, football, the Fan. Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971 or hop in the YouTube chat. As always, just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and you'll be in the chat right there.
I made a mistake and took another bite of that pie.
Oh, I ate the whole thing. That's great. I'm actually going. I might get another piece.
Did you eat it all?
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Really?
What?
You didn't like it?
No.
I liked it.
I'll try anything.
I did try it.
I liked it. I got to
Try anything once.
I tried it.
I'd rather just let me
maybe
I know what
give
it's
it one more bite. Yeah,
No,
maybe with the whipped cream.
whipped cream. No, I'm not. No.
It's good. I don't know why. I see. That's fine to each their own. I actually enjoyed it. I sat there and ate the whole thing, and I thought, you know what? I may even want another one.
I'm getting older. I'm 33 years old now, and I thought to myself, this is going to give me acid reflux later for sure, 1,000%, and it's not worth it.
You know what? I actually thought is if only I had some Taco Bell to eat with this, I bet it would be a nice compliment. It would be a good, like a little sweet and savory together. Maybe a Crunch Wrap Supreme to go with that. Yes. Okay. We have a lot to get to, but before we get to morning breath, Dylan, you wanted to ask Tyvis a question about Paul DePodesta leaving and going to the Rockies. You had a question about what does this mean for the rest of the people, right?
Yes. So assuming that Paul DePodesta is probably the number one supporter of Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski, figuring as he's brought those guys in, what do you think him leaving for the Rockies means for those two guys?
I don't know. I think that all of them are pins and needles. I mean, you can't look at where this thing is and just assume that you're safe, you know. And then the actions, the way that they're moving, like why would you skip your press conference like that? To me, is kind of weird. Unless he has something going on in his personal life, like you've been scheduled to talk every year, and you talked even 3 and 14, you were still talking. Like I don't.
Yeah, right.
The fact that you skipped it it raises eyebrows. And then Kevin has played every card as a head coach. He's changed coordinators. He's fired offensive staff. He's gotten new offensive coordinators. Took play calling from him. Gave up play calling. I don't know what more left for him to do.
No, honestly,
he's failed it. It's failed in every other thing he's done. Like,
here's the crazy thing. I've gotten to the point where, like, I've talked about how I feel like with David Njoku saying this week, like, I'm thrilled to be in Cleveland. I don't want to go anywhere. I'll be here forever. And it's like, are you a loser? Why do you want to be here? Right? Even with Myles Garrett, I know they paid you the most money you could possibly get, but at some point, do you have any standard for yourself that you want to go win a Super Bowl? Because I don't think that's happening anytime soon in Cleveland. And as much as everybody loves him for how loyal he was, Joe Thomas, a guy who said, yeah, I could go elsewhere, had an opportunity to go to Denver. No, I'll stay put because it's safe. I know what it is. I like living here. Didn't have a desire to go somewhere where he could go win. If I'm Kevin Stefanski, and if they're literally looking at you going, no, we're not firing you, after year over year over year, where everything's been crap and awful, where now a year in a row, second year in a row, you have to give up play calling. If I'm Kevin Stefanski, maybe I just say, you know what, the hell with this place. Wow. I'm 5 in a million. This team sucks. Everything sucks. Like, I still got Deshaun Watson, that stupid contract. I'm out of here. I want to go be a coordinator for a good team and maybe rehab my reputation because everyone says I suck now. Like, does anyone there have a desire to win? And if so, when will it appear? Can we see it? Maybe.
Ultimately, for Kevin, it comes down to the fact that if the players still believe in him, is the team still fired up? Is the team still going out there and giving out great effort on Sundays? Because I feel like if they lose this game against the Jets, like it's going to be hard to tell them all them players like, yeah, come in on Monday. Let's get in on Tuesday or Wednesday and let's go at it. Like,
if my kids believe in Puff the Magic Dragon, I'm not putting knight's armor on and fighting a myth. Like, at some point, I don't care if the players believe in me. I have my own personal dignity. And if it's so, like, if Kevin Stefanski believes he can turn it around, great. He should be fired because he's an idiot. If he doesn't believe that and he knows, yeah, this is flawed and I'm just collecting paychecks until they fire me, have some standards for yourself and get out of there and go prove that you're better than this, because everyone around the league thinks you're a laughingstock right now. But no, and the Browns organization, they don't care. I don't think they care about that right now. They care about just keeping the status quo and nobody losing their check, which so far so good, I guess. All right, morning breath time. Let's hit it.
Sometimes it's better if people just shut up. Shut up! It's time for Morning Breath.
Sponsored by Sanders' Famous Bumpy Cake. Now available in Columbus at Kroger and Meyer.
All right. This one comes from Herc Herbstreit, and this was on his podcast called I Love My Dogs More Than I Love My Boys. Anyway, this is what he had to say about the perceived SEC bias at ESPN.
Let me ask you this. The coaches do a poll. The AP does a poll. The CFP rankings do a poll. They all must be guilty of SEC bias. The coaches as well, because the coaches so basically, if you're objective, I went to Ohio State. I was a captain at Ohio State. You don't think I want to promote the Big Ten?
No.
You think it makes me happy to sit there and promote good teams? Yes. I would love the SEC to have 3 teams in the top 25 and the Big Ten to have 8. That would make me happy. But you go by what you watch. And the coaches who are actually competing on the field, they're putting the SEC. So, and the NFL in April.
Stop! I can't take it! His logic is the coaches who vote in the coaches poll, they think the SEC is good? No, they don't. They don't vote. They don't watch the games, Herbie. They're coaching. How many years has a coaches poll been an absolute joke when we've looked at it and said this is all filled out by the SID at whatever school, and those guys aren't watching either. There's a little thing called groupthink. Look it up, Herbie. It's at the start of the year, everyone goes, SEC's got the toughest schedule on paper. Everyone, by the way, also said before the start of the season that Clemson, LSU, and Texas were going to be the class of college football this year. 2 of those 3 are dead. Yeah, Penn State, too. 2 of those schools have fired their coach. One of them should fire their coach, but they won't, in Clemson. And one of them is clinging to life now as a top 10 team in Texas, right? Maybe they'll end up being good. But I'm just saying the idea that, well, the coaches think it's good, they're just going off of what the groupthink is. Same with a lot of the AP voters. Has the AP poll been proven this year to be good or bad, guys? Has it worked out well? Or did we have the AP poll where a lot of voters were saying, oh, I didn't even watch the games?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I don't think that's the point he's trying to make. The point is that he's trying to make is that the SEC teams get voted by 3 different entities, the media, the coaches, and the CFP committee. So what he's saying,
all of those are flawed. The AP voters admit they don't watch. The coaches poll definitely doesn't watch.
But he's saying that, okay, I can agree that it's flawed, but his point is that it's not due to SEC bias because it's three different groups of people that you're accusing of being biased.
Hang on.
In favor of the SEC. That's the point he's trying to make.
When you watch on ESPN, if you watch like their college game day, the one that Joey Galloway's on and all the other guys are on, they've openly admitted on the air this year multiple times, they've said, we would show you this highlight, but we don't have enough time for this Big Ten highlight, but here it is. And then now here's this craptastic SEC highlight we have 5 minutes for because they're an SEC partner. That's what they're propping up. When most of the people who vote on and cover the sport are flipping on ESPN, they're getting fed SEC bias. They're getting fed the media rights to SEC football, which is what they have. You can't tell me that doesn't help a little bit with bumping it up. I've watched plenty of college. Texas Tech would be like the second or third best team in the SEC, or maybe the first. Like, they're good. They're legitimately good this year. Again, they got voted highly in the college football playoff poll, but I'm telling you, they're not getting the love from around ESPN because they don't watch.
The only way, first thing is I could care less because as long as Ohio State is number one and
true enough.
The rest of it doesn't matter. I could care less if it was Ohio State, the only Big Ten team in there, and it was all SEC. It make it better because Ohio State runs through the SEC, then it nips that in the bud. Two, I think that for me, I always look at like bowl season and postseason play. When you get the SEC versus the Big Ten, I always like to look at those things. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that there is, this guy is declared for the draft, so he's not playing. But both teams usually have that situation going on. I always think about the Team Up North game last year against Alabama. Team Up North it was the opposite. Team Up North had the people that was like, I'm gone. Yeah. Alabama rolled everybody out there. They lost. So,
exactly right.
Like, to me, I like to look at these head-to-head games to see, like, what conference is better. To me, last year, the Big Ten was better than the SEC, and that's just a fact.
I honestly think it's laziness, too. The last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, the SEC has been better. That's fine. The last couple years, you cannot tell me the SEC is clearly better than the Big Ten by most measures, like you're saying. Head-to-head, guys in the draft. The narrative has changed, but a lot of the old dinosaurs in sports media can't keep up with it.
It's kind of, I don't know. I just don't hate on ESPN for promoting their product. The Fox guys get accused of favoring the Big Ten, too. Well, but it just makes sense.
But literally, this is an ESPN guy saying there is no such thing as SEC bias. You can admit, we are biased. We're paid by the SEC. That's all we're asking for. I'm not saying it's like you should be thrown in jail for that. I'm just saying that is bias. That's all it is.
Like, we do what they do on a smaller stage. It's like, do you think that they honestly are throwing their genuine opinions out the window because ESPN is a TV partner of the SEC? I just don't think most people would do that.
All right, I have more thoughts on that. We got to take a break. Also, one of my favorite quarterbacks had some interesting quotes about unlocking the beast from within. You will hear from former Michigan man coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday to you. Right now, we're still watching crews clear out one crash. This is out near the Graceland area at the intersection of Morse and Beachmont Drive. We've got crews clearing that out right now. Everything else along your major interstates looking nice and clear. Picking up on 71 near downtown and on 270 out near Dublin. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
Hi, it's Anthony Schlegel. When it was time to replace my roof, friends highly recommended Newman Roofing. From the initial sales process, I was incredibly impressed by their commitment to outstanding customer service. Their 33 years of industry experience truly shine through, and it's clear why they have such an excellent reputation. I had the pleasure of meeting with the Newman family to discuss my roofing project. They presented me with several options and attentively addressed all my concerns and demonstrated a genuine care for their customers and the overall experience they provide. With family members in key roles within the company, they ensure that every customer feels confident in their decision to choose Newman Roofing. I highly recommend giving Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visiting newmanroofing.com.
Call the company you can trust, Newman Roofing, at 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin. You know the savings are so good. Great Lakes Hyundai of Columbus. Good. GLakesHyundai.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Buckeyes taking on Purdue tomorrow, 1 p.m., Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette. Home of the Triple X restaurant, where I hear they put peanut butter on a burger. If you're going, try it and let me know if it's good. I've had the version they did
Would
here.
you try that?
Then last year, though, Ohio State in the stadium, they were doing that Taste of Competition burger.
Oh, didn't they used to bring it in here?
Yeah. So when they did that last year, I think when they played Purdue, they made that burger or tried to make their version of it. It was great. I would definitely go.
Peanut butter on a burger.
It's good. I liked it. It's not as for you.
It's the Triple X place, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted me to go there when I was in Purdue.
And you didn't.
I did not.
See? That's a problem.
T-Bone, I'm very, I'm on a schedule. I'm bang, I'm boom, boom, out.
I get it. I totally understand being on a schedule.
I have responsibilities on Sundays.
Yeah. Well, I totally get
Why don't you hit up one of your producers and be like, hey, we should have this on the set?
Yeah, right? That's a way to do it.
I just show up and do my part, man. I don't know if y'all know this about me. I don't really try to push and pull things. You tell what time you want me to go in and what day you want me to.
That's right. All right, we've got more to talk about with the SEC bias thing. But real quick, I got to tell you, if you are a man who is frustrated, maybe you are feeling that tired feeling, you're starting to feel like you're sluggish, no energy. Your kids are asking you, hey, can we go outside and play? Can we go do something? And you're like, I don't know. I don't feel like it today or the next day or the day after that. And suddenly it's a lot of days in a row where you're saying that maybe it is the fact that you're just getting a little older. Maybe you've had a rough couple of weeks, or maybe you have low T. And if you have low testosterone and you need to get that treated by a medical professional who can help you get the right treatment for you. Don't just go online and order something blindly. Go to a medical professional right here in Columbus that can help you out. And I go to the Columbus Men's Clinic for that. You get their consultation, the blood work, all of that, $99, where you talk to a medical professional. They look at your blood work, they analyze it and figure out what you need specifically, and then work with you to find a treatment that works for you and your budget. If you have erectile dysfunction, that is also something they help with there. They can help you with weight loss and a lot of other things too. Check them out today, columbusmensclinic.com, or call them 614-300-7400. Again, that number is 614-300-7400. Or again, online, takes about 30 seconds to schedule your appointment, columbusmensclinic.com. So, Dylan, on the SEC bias thing, you were saying you don't think that ESPN necessarily has an ESPN or has an SEC bias?
I'm saying I don't think the ESPN personalities are changing their opinion based off of what channel they work for. I just don't think people are genuinely doing that.
Do you think that, okay, but if you only, all right, let's say if you only watch Ohio State football, are you likely to think Ohio State is better than anybody else, right? Like that's normal, right? If you spend a lot of your time watching Ohio State football and only Big Ten football, you probably would have an elevated opinion of that versus everything else. All I'm saying is I think a lot of people in college football watch the SEC because of the legacy. Because the last 20 years, Nick Saban and everybody else that had that conference rolling, now that that's gone, now that the money has left, and now that you actually have parity in college football, I don't think a lot of those people have updated their viewing habits. And so what they watch a lot of, and what ESPN, of course, airs, is a lot of SEC football. And I think they just watch that and go, yeah, this is the toughest conference, without really looking at some of the other stuff that's out there. That's all.
I mean, I could agree that there's natural human bias, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there that act like it's egregious and outlandish and purposeful, that they're like, oh, if ESPN could have it their way, there would be 10 SEC teams in the playoffs. And another, I don't know, especially with our fan base specifically, why wouldn't ESPN want Ohio State in the playoff every year either? So for our fan base to be like, oh, I hate the bias that ESPN shows the SEC, ESPN also shows Ohio State some bias as well.
Well, maybe, but I guess my pushback on that would be very simply. Tyvis, you tell me if you disagree. I feel like in our business in the media, there are definitely people who say, hey, play the hits, talk about the big stories, make sure you do the things that get people interested.
Mm-hmm.
Now, around here, we obviously talk a lot about Ohio State football. We are the home of the Buckeyes, and pretty much, I think without fail, everyone who works here, save for maybe a few people,
by the way,
grew up being Buckeye fans, rooted for the Buckeyes, in some cases played for the Buckeyes. So naturally, we're all going to talk about the Buckeyes. So, sure, we have some bias on that.
Speaking of Buckeyes, before you go on, we would be remiss if we didn't remind the people that the Buckeyes play tonight. Boys basketball team.
Oh, the men's basketball
team play tonight, 6:30 on BTN. Go ahead.
And coverage here on the Fan as well, for whatever that's worth. Who are they playing?
Purdue, Fort Wayne.
That is Pafua.
They're favored by 21.5 points.
Lay the 20. I don't know. Don't do anything I say on that. I have no idea. I wasn't expecting this team. All I'm saying is with the bias when it comes to that, we have a lot of people here who like the Buckeyes, root for the Buckeyes. We talk a lot of Buckeyes, but we, are told in this building, hey, the Buckeyes are what a lot of people care about, so we're going to talk about it. When you go to ESPN, why do you think they talk about the Dallas Cowboys all the time? Los Angeles Lakers. Why do you think they talk about the NBA so much? Is it because they see that the NBA is the biggest league for them? Of course not. It doesn't do that well in the ratings. It's because ESPN has a contract with the NBA. That's why their highlights get precedence over some of the other leagues. That's why you see a lot more NBA. When there's NBA and baseball and they're on at the same time, they're showing way more NBA highlights than they are baseball highlights. I'm just saying it's good for their business to prop up the things they air, and the SEC is definitely one of those things.
Well, their numbers is going to go down because unless YouTube TV subscribers are subscribing to the ESPN app and that new bundle, which that would just defeat the purpose of YouTube TV, but their numbers should be going down.
I wonder if Greg Sankey doesn't call up, not that he really has a lot of room to say anything because they give him a ton of money, but I wonder if he ever calls up ESPN and says, by the way, how long are we going to be off of all these TVs that have YouTube TV, right? I mean, I wonder because a lot of their product is on ESPN's family of networks. And if it's on ABC, you can at least get rabbit ears or digital antenna and try to watch it that way. But I'm sure they would prefer to get you on, ESPN, the stuff that they're, being paid to be on. I'm sure the SEC would like that exposure. So
I think we're making the same point. I just feel like people make it seem like ESPN emails a memo that says, "Oh yeah, all SEC all the time," and everybody else.
No, but that doesn't mean it's not biased. It's not explicit. But I think if everyone in the sport of football thinks the SEC is good just because of the last 20 years, and they turn off their brains from what they're actually seeing today, that's where I have a problem. You have to watch the football that's actually happening right now. Nobody would have said Indiana was a great powerhouse team 3 years ago. Now they are because Kurt's, and clearly people have jumped on that. But if you listen to some of the ESPN people talk, they will say, yeah, but until they played Oregon, who have they really beat? They would all say that. And now they beat Oregon, so now they feel like, oh, yeah, okay, they're a good team. I'm just saying, let's make sure we're watching the games that are actually happening. Real quick, J.J. McCarthy. He, of course, is your guy, Tyvis. Mr. Michigan man himself.
How is that my guy? I was just not willing to jump on the train that he's a bum yet.
I think I'll be proven correct. However, this is him talking about how when it's game day, a different version of him comes out, and he has a name for that guy.
I feel like I do. Yeah, there's definitely a level of a switch that gets flipped. For me, it's, that I call him 9. 9 comes out, and I got to understand, okay, he can't be at his peak performance throughout 3.5 hours. So how do I find little ways, on the sideline, get back to my breath, get back to my visualization that could kind of maintain that intense, competitive stamina throughout the whole game. But, yeah, it's just, the pure will, determination to get the job done.
That's right. He got the job done last week. He played well.
Did he?
Good athletes have good routines.
Him and his 130 passing yards or whatever it was.
143 yards. That's no. He was tremendous.
They gave him the game ball, and he was doing his weird flex thing and getting all fired up over his 140 passing yards, whatever.
I'll tell you what, J.J. McCarthy has quite a chin on him, does he not? When he does his thing where he's and he sticks it out there, he gets all fired up. That if you watch that post-game video where he gets the game ball, he contorts his face kind of like Jim Carrey a little bit. It's very bizarre. I've never seen anything like
He's one of you call them he has moxie.
Oh, he's a moxie guy, 100%.
Can't put your finger on why he's good because he's not. That's why.
See, Dylan and I are back on the same page on that. I love it. Crosstalk.
What if they beat the Ravens this week?
Ravens are a terrible defense. How dare they lose to this guy? That means the Ravens are officially dead. Break them up. Start over. They're terrible. All right, we will talk with Bo Bishop and hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Right now, your roadway is looking nice and clear. No major crashes that we're watching. Busy traffic on the west side on I-70 through that construction zone. Also on 71 as you make your way past Polaris. But again, right now, we are crash-free. Make it a great day and a great weekend. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Credit challenges, we got solutions. At Capital Florida, Columbus, and Whitehall, all credit types are welcome. Good, fair, poor, or none. Get approved fast and cruise away happy. Stop in or visit us online at capitalfloridacolumbus.com.
Getting the cold shoulder? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good days, give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the Fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Scams are on the rise and BMI Federal Credit Union has your back. Join us for our community panel and learn from the FBI, local law enforcement, and consumer protection organizations on how to protect yourself from fraud and scams. Register at bmifcu.org/workshops today.
All credit types are welcome at Capital Florida, Columbus, and Whitehall. From perfect scores to starting fresh, we'll get you driving. Shop our huge selection and leave in your new car today. Stop in or visit us online at capitalfloridacolumbus.com.
Did someone say jackpot? The Ohio Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot has soared to at least $843 million. That's $843 million. The next drawing is tonight, so don't wait. Play Mega Millions today. And remember, it's never too early for holiday scratch-offs from the Ohio Lottery, because with lots of ways to win, 6 great games, and millions in prizes, Ohio Lottery scratch-offs can turn any day into a holiday. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org to buy your tickets. That's ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Ryan Day's Buckeyes are back on the road for a Big Ten battle with Purdue, and Drew Brees has no eligibility left.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday morning at 7:30 with the Kick at 1.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Now joining us, the host of Bishop and Friends, media extraordinaire, guy who knows everything about the media, Bo Bishop. Here's why I bring this up, Bo. I have to ask you. Okay. We were just talking about SEC bias in the media.
Okay.
And we were kind of having the discussion about how, like, is there an email sent out that says explicitly you must promote X, Y, or Z? Maybe. Yeah. But is it more like there's groupthink, there's perceived notions, there's laziness on the part of some in the media who just kind of take storylines from years ago and recycle them again? I mean, that stuff does happen, right?
Yeah, but I think you guys aren't going to like this, but I think it's just what people want. And we did this yesterday to lead the show. There are 26 games this year that it drew 6 million or more from audience. Okay? 26 games, 6 million or more in audience. Guess how many of those 26 are from the SEC? In other words, 2 SEC teams playing.
You said it was 2016?
26 games had 6 million.
22.
I was going to slightly.
You thought 22 were SEC versus SEC?
I'll say it's like 18.
It's 16.
Okay.
Now, 2 were SEC Big Ten. 1 was SEC ACC. This is the part that's really terrifying, though, I think. And I think the Big Ten really blew expansion about as big as you can possibly blow it. There were only 2 games in the top 26 of most viewed games this year that were Big Ten against Big Ten. Yeah. Ohio State, Penn State, and Penn State, Oregon. That's it. That's the list. Yeah. Now, Ohio State, Texas was number 1, 16 million, right? But there's nothing else.
Yeah,
nothing. There are, in fact, more ACC games, ACC versus ACC, most viewed this year than Big Ten versus Big Ten. The Big Ten did not play the hits at all. Like, why are we not playing USC and Oregon this year? Didn't do it. Why are we not playing Penn State next year? Didn't do it. And they were praying that Ohio State and Michigan could lift up the dregs of this conference, and they can't. They can't do it.
I think there are a few things working there, right? Like, one is the Big Ten, the middle and back end of the Big Ten, I agree, is not the same as the middle and back end of the SEC, right? Like, that's fair. I do think sometimes the fact that the SEC cannibalizes itself creates this illusion to some people that, like, oh, so these are the best teams. I don't know that, you know what I mean? Fair. Like, but I think the fact that a game is, and Tyvis, I mean, would you rather watch a game where it's 34-10 and one of those teams is actually great, or would you rather watch a team that's 21-17 in the fourth quarter and both teams have thrown 3 picks and the defenses are both kind of leaky, but hey, it's a close game. I think that's where the SEC has, that keeps your viewers interested, even if that means
staggering, though, guys.
That's bad, right? It's not good for the Big Ten.
I think that this year the Big Ten can really make some noise with the 2 hirings with whoever they hire at UCLA and Penn State, because if you get the coach like with a slight of a name, like, I think that helps at least the middle of the pack a little bit, right?
I'd relegate. I have no use for Rutgers, Maryland, Purdue. Get rid of them. It's dead weight.
I'm with you on that.
It's dead weight. They're not needed at all. And it's really a philosophical question of what you want as a sports fan. And the reason that this came up yesterday is because the next 3 weeks, we know what the schedule is.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you want as a Buckeye fan? Do you know how many times this year Ohio State has been favored by a score or less? By a single score or less?
Once.
That's it. Just Texas.
Right.
Washington was 7.5. The next closest line was Illinois, 15.5. The Buckeyes are every week favored by 3 touchdowns or more. Now, you go do that same thing with Alabama and Georgia, which is those are the teams I compare Ohio State with. It's the top of the sport, right? It's consistently a touchdown or less. Consistently. That's not bias. That's Vegas.
No, right. But I think ultimately what this comes down to when you look at like how the SEC is perceived, I do think some of that is based on what happened the last 15 years. And a lot of those metrics have changed. Maybe. Right? Like now we have pay for play everywhere.
But how do you explain the audience, Bone?
Well, I feel like people are slow to adapt. You know, like I do feel like sometimes
they just get
people
better
know
games.
they know the brand. Well, there's that. Yes, they get better games, but does that mean the top of the league is better? No.
I mean, the Big Ten's won the last 2 national titles, and this isn't an Ohio State problem. I think it's one thing that really annoys me is when Ohio State gets lumped in with the rest of the Big Ten. Don't put me in there with them. I don't want. I'm not with Iowa,
these
Illinois, and Minnesota. And I'm not with those. That's not my. I'm above that. I'm not with them.
I'm with you on that. As much as we talk about this stuff, and I do think there is some of that bias or whatever. Ultimately, I don't care during bowl season if the Big Ten wins or loses. I care about what Ohio State does. That's
the
big
big difference, and that's why I think that's a big reason why I think a lot of this audience is what it's been. Is because down there they watch the whole league.
Yeah.
And up here we don't. Like, you're not watching, what does Maryland play Rutgers or something this weekend? Like, you're not tuning into that. If you have a choice between that or Missouri and Texas A&M, you're going to watch A&M Missouri.
Yeah, that's true. And that's
better ball.
It's that, and it's a lot of brand recognition that's just better. Like Missouri has been good the last 3 years. They've won 9 or 10 games most of those years. Yeah. Those other 2 schools you mentioned haven't. What else do you guys have coming up today?
Oh, my God, it's Purdue week. You kidding me?
Holy Buckeye.
Drew Brees. This Brees kid is looking great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen him play this year. He's spinning it all over the place. Tiller's got the offense humming.
Just going to say, a Joe Tiller offense.
Yeah, you're going to have to – this is going to be a big game for the secondary of the Buckeyes. They're going to have to be sturdy. We got to get home to Brees. He's not that mobile, but he gets it out quick. Not the tallest guy, so maybe we can get some balls batted down. It's going to be a handful.
You go put some respect on Ryan Brown's name.
Okay,
I'm sure. Rondale Moore. They got this Moore kid in the slot.
Man, he's tough.
He's really tough
Watch
to
out
tackle.
for him.
Why you playing that Michael? Michael
deal
Jackson the third and that Nitro Tuggle. They all right. They all right.
Who's the poor guy the Browns drafted?
David Bell.
David Bell.
Yeah.
Oh, he was going for 200 yards in the.
I know. We got to get locked in.
game.
IGB, lock it up, man.
There you go.
Lock it up on those receivers.
There you go. Bishop and Friends coming up next. Thanks, Mo. Have a great weekend.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
All right. The Miss Universe pageant, I think, is going on or happening. Miss Chile has my full attention. Her name is Ignacia Fernandez, but she did the talent portion of the contest. Some people dance, some people sing, some people read, a poem or something. This is what she did, Dylan. Give a little audio to the people. This is her. She is the lead singer of a metal band called Decessus. And so she brought her guitar player out and she did that. And I got to say, great stuff. Way to go.
I thought this was fake. I thought this was AI.
People did. It's real. It's real, and she's spectacular. Leave it at that. Have a great rest of your Football Friday. We will be back on Monday to wrap things up. Steve-O and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
And across your central Ohio roadways, busy traffic on the west side on I-70 through that construction zone. Also on 33 as you push into 270 near Dublin. But again, right now we are crash free. I'm 10 TD's Amy Stucker.